say yeah. Hotel your passe yeah. Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. They a man say yeah. Hotel your passe yeah. They a man say yeah. Hotel your passe yeah. Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. They a man say yeah. I won't see your Oma. I won't see your Oma. I won't voir your papi before I rap it. I won't see your Oma. I won't see your Oma. I won't voir your papi before I rap it. See, I worry. You to be a director, enemy I tell it sorry. Today I hear to be them porry. Boy your Oma won't kill it. Your papi won't kill it. Your sister won't kill it. Who caught it? And I'm moving from here. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog.
Yeah.
Tell your man say yeah.
I tire hard in myself. I can't count with your horse in the day. I got away in the net. On the tree, behind the crib that they play me, I cock in air. The old man I go to bed, but the papi stay in the chair. Winner, winner, baby, you scared of beating? Winner, 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 baby, then no say you eating. Winner, 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 baby, you scared of beating? Winner, 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 my girl, then no say you eating. Go tell them say I read yeah, and I can't want it for all. So tell the people they must go look for switch. The ball I can rock your wall, call all of them to can look in my face. Tell the woman I say, let she tell the papi, the boy and I come again. Like Frankie, the boy can chop it.
Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog.
Yeah.
Tell your man say yeah.
Baby, you know say they call me the professional. But you know say I the one the professional. Professional. Go. I come in the one for all. Making your people not looking at me. The ball I can kill your door. Anytime you see they looking at me. Tell the woman I say, let she tell the papi. The boy and I come again. Like Frankie, they pocket chop it.
Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah.
Hey, what's up, Jolene? What's going on? Hey, Alfred, what's going on?
Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah.
Jungle Boys. Still look shine on the beat.
Body and they want know your ball. They want know your ball. They want know your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah.
If I been on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. Cause you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. From the day I met you, baby, Marco, you drive me crazy, drive me crazy. You the one I want to be with. Oh yeah, you the one I want to spend my life with. Sexy body, sexy, sexy. Bluffing past she can bluff. Baby, I want you, want you. Baby, I need you, I need you. See the thing when you do it to me, girl. Do it to me. See the thing when you do it to me, you do it to me. You too fine, ho. You too fine, ho. You too sweet, oh. I will do what you say. I will do it. I will do what you want, my baby. Anything you want, my baby. I will do what you say. I will do what you want, my baby. Like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. Cause you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. Let it say I'm crazy, let it talk you. Let it say I lost in my mind. Let it call me muku, baby. For your bende, baby, for your bende. I do anything. Are you I wanna be with? Are you I wanna be with? I want to spend my life with you. I want to spend my life with you. I want you to born me children. I want you to born me children. I will marry you. I will marry you, my baby. I will do what you say. I will do what you want, my baby. I will do what you say. Just for me. I will do what you want, my baby. Because you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. Because you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. Don't check me now. Check me now, baby, can't check me now. They can't check me now. They can't check me now. They can't check me now. You can't check me now. Check me now. You can't check me now. Because you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. Because you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are on the Voice of Sound with Esoteric. Another day, second edition for the week. The Voice of Sound, and we are starting on a good note today. The national president or vice president of the Support Association in the Americas, His Excellency Gus Salatafen, and his beautiful wife, they exchanged connubial vows. All right, that's what we're going to be starting with. But what you do here, before we get started, let's hit this Frankie again, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back with you. Now, Frankie, that's not what I want to play.
King Gucci, Tamina, Destiny, Fabina. I will do what you say. I will do what you say. I will do what you want, my baby. I will do what you say. I will do what you want, my baby. Because you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana, always on my mind. Cause you on la Montana. Sexy like rose, sweet like banana. Always on my mind. From the day I met you, baby. Marco, you drive me crazy. Drive me crazy. You the one I want to be with. Oh yeah. You the one I want to spend my life with. Sexy body, sexy, sexy. Bluffing past chicken blood. Baby, I want you, want you. Baby, I need you, I need you. See the thing when you do it to me, girl. Do it to me. See the thing when you do it to me, you do it to me. You too fine, ho. You too fine, ho. You too sweet, oh. I will do what you say. I will do it. I will do what you want, my baby. Anything you want, my baby. I will do what you say. I will do what you want, my baby. I will do it. Because you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana. Always on my mind. Cause you on la Montana, sexy like rose, sweet like banana. Always on my mind. Let it say I'm crazy, let it talk you. Let it say I lost in my mind. Let it call me muku, muku, baby. For your bende, for your bende, baby, for your bende. I do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Benny V right there. Welcome back to Voice of Sono in the Diaspora with Doc Saryorpodeh Esoteric. All right, good afternoon, good evening, or wherever you are around the world. It's another beautiful day in Pennsylvania, about 57 degrees out here. I'm glad to have all of you. I'm seeing great people following right now. I'm seeing Sam Tia, Jay Saka, Mawolo following, the say Diana Carr, Honorable Baku Yoma is following, Milton Shibe, Daz Lumen, how you doing? President Francois Clamaya is following, A. Melvin Dewey, Vice President, Jalen Verdia, how you doing? Daz Honorable Butu Jawi, I'm seeing one, Johnny, what's up? Janet, how are you? Alfred Yonte, how are you, sir? Magisto Zarza, how are you, sir? Dave Cootie, what's up? That's Marthy, how are you? I'm seeing Samson Khan Brown, how you doing, Mr. President? I'm also seeing Garmet Nelson, how are you? I'm seeing Emmett Blai, hopefully I didn't butcher that name. J. Oscar Dickinson, how you doing, Chief? Long time. How is Liberia? Eve, how are you? Godwin Chenton, what's up? All right, these are the people I'm seeing right now. Thanks for following the show. All right, let's start. Usually I share my agenda with you, and then we'll get into the discussion. So the first one, we want to start with President Donald Trump's last press briefing or press conference. It was encouraging or reassuring, if you like. That's the first thing I will be talking about. That was a good press conference yesterday. Some good news from that. The next one I have here, quick overview of COVID-19 cases and deaths in Pennsylvania by county. We want to be reviewing that quickly. Next, I'm going to be talking about the National Vice President of the USA, Honorable Gus Sally Taffin, and his gorgeous wife, Mistress Clara Taffin, exchanged connubial vows. All right, that's something we're going to be talking about. And next, we'll be discussing, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Yonte woke President Jiko Jrio from his protracted leadership slumber. All right, that's something we're going to be talking about. Next, Akada, Her Excellency President Francois Claude Myers demonstrates exceptional leadership. And we'll go into that in a jiffy. Next for you, I have here Honorable Matthew G. Zaza connects Judutown to Sando County in particular and Liberia in general. And next for you, what I'll be talking about, that's my agenda for today. And the next one here, I say USAA self-declared assets recovery chairman, Mr. Samuel Shibe, exonerates Honorable Usaa, but indicts Honorable Deacon Carlo. All right, I'll read that one more time. USA self-declared assets recovery chairman, Mr. Samuel Shibwe, exonerates Honorable Usaa, but indicts Honorable Deacon Carlo. All right, that's my agenda for today. Those are the things I'll be talking about. So let's start with the president, the situation in the U.S. right now, and we start with the world leader, Donald Trump. Let's listen to the president press conference yesterday, and we'll go on from
creativity and innovative ideas widely shared between the federal health leaders, governors, and mayors, the scientific community, and members of the private sector. Really working together. Everybody's working together. I'm pleased to report that clinical trials in New York will begin existing for existing drugs that may prove effective against the virus. At my direction, the federal government is working to help obtain large quantities of chloroquine. And you can look from any standpoint tomorrow in New York. We think tomorrow pretty early, the hydroxychloroquine and the Z-Pack, I think is a combination, probably is looking very, very good, and it's going to be distributed. We have 10,000 units going, and it'll be distributed tomorrow. It'll be available, and is now. They already have it. They're going to distribute it tomorrow morning to a lot of people in New York City and New York. We're studying it very closely, watching it very closely. You probably saw a couple of articles today came out where a gentleman, they thought he was not going to make it. He said goodbye to his family. They had given him the drug just a little while before, but he thought it was over. His family thought he was going to die. And a number of hours later, he woke up, felt good. Then he woke up again, and he felt really good, and he's in good shape. And he's very happy for this particular drug that we got approved in record-setting time. There's never been anything even close to it. And I want to thank the FDA, which has been incredible, and Dr. Hahn, Stephen Hahn, highly respected man, but they're doing everything possible to increase production and available supply of these drugs, not only this drug, but also others that are coming. Remdesivir is coming from Regeneron. A couple of others are also under study. But the one that I'm very excited about right now is the one we just mentioned, and I think there's a real chance. I mean, again, we don't know, but there's a real chance that it could have a tremendous impact. It would be a gift from God if that worked. It would be a big game changer. So we'll see. But distribution starts tomorrow morning early in New York, and I think a lot of people are going to be, hopefully they're going to be very happy with the result, but we're all going to be watching closely. It's something we have to try. It's been very, very successful in malaria, very, very successful. And countries with malaria have had a interesting thing happen. They take this particular drug. It's a very powerful drug, and there is very little semblance of the virus in those countries. And there are those that say because this drug is very prevalent because of the malaria. So we'll see what happens. I'm also announcing that we're postponing the deadline for compliance with real.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. That's the first thing that I wanted to start with. I think that's it's sort of reassuring to hear from the most powerful man in the world. And he talking about the press conference was held yesterday, the press briefing, if you like. It was held yesterday, and that's when the president was talking about the possibility of Z-Pack and the chloroquine, the combination of both. I think they started supplying those drugs today in New York to the patients. So he talked about there are other medication that coming up with, Remdesivir or something like that he was talking about. And so I think it's sort of encouraging. That's good news, gradually coming, but he was not too optimistic because you're speaking probabilistically. Maybe, I'm not too sure, but they are trying. So it's a test out. They're testing the drug right now. He was talking about countries like in Africa that have that take people that are taking chloroquine in Africa or in other country. They have the lower rate of the virus, and so they are kind of optimistic. They are not drawing a conclusion now, but they are testing the drug now because he spoke of another man or a patient who was actually hopeless. He was actually told his family bye. And then they tried the drug on him, and he is recovering now. So that's a good news. That's a good news. It's sad that there's a virus that just came from nowhere, and they just waging war on the word. So but that's a good news to get the information from the president of the United States. And so guys, let's keep finger crossed. But getting this news though, it shouldn't make us to be oblivious to the tips or the advice from the healthcare professionals. So we still have to follow those tips. As of now, the virus, not the virus, but the medication, the chloroquine and the Z-Pack and the remdesivir, the president was talking about, those drugs they have not been approved yet officially. I mean, the chloroquine is approved by FDA, but for the virus right now, so they are using the medication right now to address the symptoms, of the COVID-19 virus. So that's something they are trying right now. So let's see how it plays out. They are administering the medication right now to patients in New York, and let's keep our finger crossed. The president used it could be a gift from God, the president all believe in God, So, but anyway, I think it will be a gift from the scientific community, from the medical professionals. These are the guys they are doing the research, So those are people I think will be a gift from them, not from God. It's not God that is doing the testing right now. After all, if God loves his children, he loves the human race, he wouldn't sit by for the virus to start attacking and killing people around the world. All right, so that's something that I want to talk about, the Z-Pack, the chloroquine. Some of us back home, and I don't know why it's still beta. I remember back in the day when we used to take that medication, very beta. Let's see, maybe they will take that bitterness away a little bit. Now, the next one I want to look at before we get out of COVID-19, it has to do with, I want to do a quick overview of the COVID-19 cases and deaths in Pennsylvania. It's my state for sure, so I want to keep reminding the people here in Pennsylvania so that we can be careful, make sure, again, follow the tips from CDC and your state health department. They got all those tips on the Department of Health, Pennsylvania. You go there, GV or whatever, Pennsylvania Health .gov, I think something like that. You can get all the information on CDC website. You can retrieve all the little tips to keep yourself and your family safe. All right, but let me look at the tips, the cases in Pennsylvania right now per county. So if you are in Pennsylvania, so you can know how many cases in your county right now. All right, let me get to that quickly. Let me get to that right here. Pennsylvania Healthcare Department, boom, and it's opening now. All right, so I'm on the page right now, and this is today the 24th. It was updated the 24th, 2020 by 12 p.m. They updated the website today, so they confirmed a number of cases in the whole state, in the entire state. They are reporting right now 851 cases. They are reporting right now from the Pennsylvania Department of Health website. That's what I'm looking at right now. So let me go there and view the counties in Pennsylvania and see the counties, the cases per county. Okay, so if you look at that section, the cases per county, they got negative cases, 8,643. All right, currently negative people that are tested negative, 8,643. And then positive cases, 851. And then I say deaths, number of people that die in the state right now, 7. They are reporting 7 right now. So if you go by county, the cases, you have Adams County, they got 6 cases. Then they got two number of deaths, 0. Allegheny County, they got 58 cases. Number of deaths, 2. They got Armstrong County, 1 case, number of deaths, 0. They got Beaver County, 3 cases, no death. Berks County, 16 cases, no death. Bradford County, they got 1, no death. Bucks County, they got 65, no death. They got Butler County, 6.
I'm trying to write something, but I can't do it.
Okay, just wait for me when I'm done. We'll talk about it, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. So Butler County, 6. Then 0. They got that's Canberra County, 1, no death. They got Carbon County, 1. They got here Center, 7, no death. Chester County, 40. This is Clairfield County. They got 1. You got Columbia County. You got 1. Hold on. Cumberland County, 13. Dauphin County, 4. Delaware County. My county is very scary now. I'm terrified. They got 84 in my county. Erie County, they got 4. That's it looks at Fayette County actually 2. Franklin County, 3. That's Jacinta County, 1. That's Lawanda County, 15. They got Lancaster County, 10. Lebanon County, 3. Leah County, 27. That's Lawrence County, they got 21. Mercer County, 2. Monroe County, 45, 1 death. That's Montgomery County, they got 144, 1 death. Motor County, they got 3, 0 death. They got Northampton County, 33, 2 deaths. Philadelphia County, 177 cases here. Yeah, Philadelphia has a large Liberian population. So 177. Pike County, 4. They got Porter County, 1. Schuylkill County, 5. Somerset County, 1. You got Washington County, 9. Wayne County, 4. Westmoreland, 11. York County, 18. Okay, so these are the cases in Pennsylvania right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a quick musical break here. I'll be right back. Let me give you a quick commercial here. And I'll be right back. Let me take care of something here.
Frankie, my man. Jump the boy. Let me break this baby.
Tell man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. Tell man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell man say yeah. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't voir your papi before I rap it. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't voir your papi before I rap it. See, I worry. You to be a director, enemy I tell it sorry. Today I here to be them porry. Boy your Oma won't kill it, your papi won't kill it, your sister won't kill it. Who caught it? I'm moving from here. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. and they wonder your ball. They wonder your ball. They wonder your ball. The ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your pa say ah yeah. Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your pa say ah yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog.
Yeah.
Tell your man say ah yeah.
I tire hard in myself. I can't come to your horse in the day. I got away in the net. On the tree, behind the crib that they play me a cocky air. The old man I go to bed, but the baby stay in the chair. Winner, winner, baby, you scared of beating? Winner, 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 baby, then no say you eating. Winner, 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 baby, you scared of beating? Winner, 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 my girl, then no say you eating. Go tell them say I read yeah, and I can't want it for all. So tell the people they must go look for switch. The ball I can rock your wall, call all of them to come look in my face. Tell the woman I say, let she tell the papi, the boy and I come again. Like Frankie, the boy can chop it.
Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your pa say ah yeah. Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your pa say ah yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your pa say ah yeah. Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your pa say ah yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog.
Yeah.
Tell your man say ah yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Voice of Sano. All right, so let's look at the. We just reviewed the cases in Pennsylvania with respect to the COVID-19. I'm seeing some comments here coming in. Let me look at some of your comments before we go to the next one. Honorable Vice President Taffin, welcome on board. Let's see here. I think Alfred said the president used the statement, "The gift from God," and he is right. He is right, brother. I'm praying for you to go. Okay, thank you. Milton says something in Minnesota. COVID-19 cases has increased to 262. A gift from God. Okay. Why would God allow any disease to kill thousands of his children? Don't make any sense to me. All right, that's a statement from Milton here. Let me get to my agenda. We'll look at your comments later. All right, so that is it. If you want to go with that, it's a gift from God. You can go with that. That's fine. All right, so let's look at the next scene for our discussion. And this one, I will bring up this image for you here. Let me put this image up quickly. There's a couple of them. Where are you? Let me get to my image here quickly. So just skip it. Boom. Okay, let's do that one. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I am happy. Even though the president or the vice president is my mentor, but he had a big day and he didn't tell his mentee, and so that's a little bit of frustration from my end. But I like to, in this public manner, to say congratulations to the president. That's the national president of the Saryorpodeh Association in the Americas, that Honorable Gus Sally Taffin. Beautiful wife, Clara Taffin now. They got married over the weekend. I think it was on Saturday, if I'm not in the margin of error. All right, so yeah, they got married, and we just want to, on behalf of the office of the Delaware Valley chapter, Her Excellency President Francis Clark Myers, And on behalf of your mentee, Mr. Vice President, we want to say congratulations. We wish you all the best. This is a good example. As a leader, you set the precedent. You set a good example for your followers to mimic. So that's the beautiful bride for the president or the vice president. It was a wonderful, wonderful. It wasn't flamboyant, but it's classy, unique. I saw another image where Honorable Boto Jawi went there to support him. That was great. So, Mr. President, again, congratulations on your big day. Wish you and your wife prosper union. I'm also personally happy to see you standing up and going up to be part of such a occasion. So that's a good sign for us. You have not been well for quite some time, but for you to be in a position, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We are happy. We are happy for that. Let me get some images that I can share with you for now. Ceremony. Let me see. Let me get some of the images here that I got. And so that's another one there. The vice president, a gorgeous wife. The lady is quite caring. Quite caring. Let me see what I can get a little bigger. There you go. Yes. So that's an image. That's an image there for the vice president's wife and the kids there. That's another image here. Seeing Roberto Jawi there. He's the best man. All right. Let's see it. That's the bride over there again. No, I don't want the progressive. All right. So that's few of the images that I got from the program. So, Mr. Vice President, again, congratulations, and we wish you all the best with your wife, but Clara Taffin, not Clara, Clara Weir. I say Weir, no, it's Taffin. Okay, so Madam Taffin, thank you for making it right with our president. And Mr. President, thanks for making it right with our second lady of the union, and I follow her activities closely. Very caring lady. I can remember during the last convention, she was quite in Pennsylvania here. She was quite active, So we wish you well on your big day and in your union. Let's get to the next one here that I want to talk about. That's something that I wanted to talk about, the vice president of our union. So this one, let me get to. Let's get Franklin on here. Wow, yeah, you something.
Tell man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. See, I worry. You to be a director, enemy, I tell it sorry. Today I here to be them porry. Boy, your Oma won't kill it, your papi won't kill it, your sister won't kill it. Who caught it? And I'm moving from here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to Esoteric. The next one I want to talk about here, I call it Mr. James Yonte woke President G. Leo from his protracted leadership slumber. What I will do is, instead of putting the president, but okay, I will just read the statement and I will leave the honorable picture up there. Okay, so a couple of days ago, as you know, the national president of our union, His Excellency G. Leo, for the first time in the history of the United States. Sorry, guys, technical problem over there. All right, so for the first time in the history of the United Sapo Association, the president did the right thing. I'm not saying he hasn't done other things right in the past, but when it comes to addressing issue publicly, the way the members, they conduct themselves, following the code of conduct in the Constitution. So as the statement, I saw the statement from the president. I think a couple of people they have lauded, especially the opposition to President Leo, Madame Francois Maya. She was up yesterday, and she also acknowledged the good work that the president did, even though she has a caveat to it. She has a reservation, if you like. But let me share that statement with us, and I will make a few remarks. So let me see here. I think I got it on my device. Yeah. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I got a lot of documents. Let me get to that quickly. While we're doing that, I'll bring the music. Let's continue. I'll be right back.
Tell man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. But and they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your boss say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. See, I worry. You to be a director, enemy, I tell it sorry. Today I here to be them porry. Boy, your Oma won't kill it, your papi won't kill it, your sister won't kill it. Who caught it? And I'm moving from here. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your man say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball.
All right, welcome back. Let me see what I like the orientation better. Okay. All right, so that's the statement for the national president over there next to his image. As a matter of fact, his image is on that, so I will just take this one down to get a better view of it. All right. So that's the national president of our union, Mr. G. Leo. He put out a statement a couple of days ago. My device is acting up here. So I just wanted to share that statement. So he said, it was published by the chairman of the publicity committee, Mr. Robert Tuba, published this statement. So he said, I, Honorable G. Leo, President of the United Sapo Association in Americas, hereby, on behalf of the sons and daughters of our union, condemn the act of Mr. James Yante, who discourteously and indecently insulted and untruthful broad allegations against Mistress Carlo Shibwe City without any trace of evidence. Our community is a very decent and respectful one that continues to bring peace and tranquility amongst its people. We want to sincerely apologize to Mistress Carlo Shibwe City and a well-known and homo family for this unwanted act carried out by Mr. Yonte. Signed, Robert Tuba, Chairman, Publicity Committee, USAA approved, G. Gidio, National President, USA. All right, that's a statement there. Let's look at some elements in the statement that I just read. I think again the president did the right thing to condemn the act. James Yonte is my good friend, and I also would not condone such action, insulting females, particularly in the public area. I'm not fond of either private or public. I don't support people. I mean, just cursing female out. So there are a couple of things in this statement that I want to first highlight. This organization is a big organization, and people have a lot of respect for us. So first of all, before the president puts out a statement, I don't know whether the team sat down to look at it. It should have, first of all, been written. I don't know. I doubt it. That it was written by the Secretary General. Well, it's the Secretary General, and the publicity man will just publish it. That's his job. But I see here, first of all, James Yonte name was misspelled. The first area they used his name, they measured his name, it was misspelled, and the second one they spelled it correctly. And so these things got to be verified, because if you're putting your statement out from the national administration, I think everything should be correct in there, And over here, what are you talking about? Insulted and untruthful. I don't know what was being said over there. So the team got to look at the statement. It represents us. Whatever you put out, it represents us as a body. And so you got to make sure the grammar, the mechanics, everything in it should be correct. It's coming from, once you affix your signature to it, Mr. President, that means everything, the content of the communication is okay for public consumption. But you cannot affix your signature to something. You have misspelled stuff. I read it again. Honorable G. Gidio, President of the United Saryorpodeh Association in America, hereby, on behalf of the sons and daughters of our union, condemn the act of Mr. James Yonte. Yente is N-Y-A-N-T-E-H. That's how you spell it here. Who discourteously and indecently insulted. All these other adjectives, that it shows some sort of, like you have something against James Yonte. You can condemn the action. But if you start saying discourteous, indecent, if something is discourteous, once you condemn it, that means it's not right. So you don't have to put all the other adjectives. Then people will start thinking, you have something personal against the young man. All right. So untruthful, then he said discourteously and indecently insulted, and untruthful broad allegations. What is that? This is the national administration writing here. Insulted and untruthful broad allegations against Mr. Carlos Shibwe City without any trace of evidence. Okay, so I assume that the president has done his investigation, the president and team, and Mr. James Yonte has no evidence. I assume it. Okay, all right. So they have done. That's how I'm assuming, because if you can say that there is no evidence, that means James Yonte just abruptly came public and started to insult the woman, which I doubt. There should be some evidence somewhere. That's why I'm saying the statement you have to craft. You got to craft it strategically. You shouldn't do it in such that, it's an apology you are giving. So if you take an apology, it's honest true that you are on the side of the victim, but don't put language in there that will portray you as though you are taking a side. Just condemn the action. Okay, that's what the president is supposed to do. We condemn the action of Mr. James Yonte insulting a lady and all of that. Okay, it's against our culture. It's against our code of ethics. But if you start saying, without evidence, okay, did you do the investigation? It could be, okay. I have no evidence to disprove what the president and his team saying here. Then it went on to say, our community is a very decent and respectful one that continues to bring peace and tranquility amongst its people. Good. Okay, that's a fine statement over there. That's pretty fun. That's something you can say. Okay, we want to sincerely apologize to Mr. Carlos Shibet City and her well-known and humble family for this unwanted act carried out by Mr. James. That I have no issue with. Okay, that is fine. But if you start, putting all the other stuff there, okay. So and then the Jonte here is spelled Nyonteh, and the first one is Nyantheh. So that like you're talking about two different persons here. I don't know, could be. But so I just pointing out this thing when we're writing in the future. If you write it, send it to the next man, another person looks at it, and so now you don't see your own mistakes. So those even the aspects, those professional authors or writers, when they write something, if you look at your book, they get acknowledgement. You got a section where they got acknowledgement. They acknowledge because they send it to people to prove really what they write, all right, for input. So nobody knows it all. And so that's why the president, you got to get your team together. Mr. Secretary, write a statement. You send it to whoever you trust, send it to the next person, another person looks at it and so, that I didn't see any error in it. You just say you got to go over it before you put the signature on it, Mr. President. All right, so that's just the statement I want to talk about. Now, again, I support the president's action. And I join the president to denounce my dear friend James Yonte's action. I support what the president did. But my only thing, which I think President Myers pointed out yesterday, I know everything has some sort of start. It got to start from somewhere. All right. So apparently the president was waiting for, Madam Shibet to be insulted publicly before he can come out with a statement. All right, but I can vividly remember my little brother Philip Baba. He was on the same platform or on Shibet, actually on Shibet's platform, and he went against President Francis Miles. He went against his parents and all of that. He was saying all sort of stuff. Those things were not embarrassing to the president. It didn't warrant a statement from him. A lot of those guys. Especially his media team, Shibwe and those guys, they were attacked Reverend Blood, they were attacked Reverend Tuswa, they were attacked the chairman of the board. They will practically attack everybody. And the president will have nothing to say. Absolutely. He is quiet, And so I don't want the president to be a selective judge. He should not condemn certain action and the other actions are condemned. It's not okay to. You can criticize President Francis Clamaya, which I will endorse. But when you leave and you start calling your fellow murderer and all that stuff, hey, that doesn't call the president attention. Then something is not right. It's my own little brother. And we talk about President Federer, you can when we're doing politics, just leave the ladies' parents out, whatever issue you have. But it can come public, you make allegations and no evidence, and you just attack people, and the president says, okay, it's okay. The guys will be right in front of him. They will commit a blunder. He will not correct it. Like I said, the financial secretary, Otika, will take microphone, and the president will not make the correction. That one doesn't require a statement. You can just nip that issue in the bud right there. No, it's wrong, so you can't do that. We are one people. You make the correction right there. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the president will take some and he leaves some out. Again, maybe what he started will continue. We want the president to continue on this because these are things we've been saying over and over and over on the platform. Saying to the president, don't ignore these things when they are coming up. Speak to them, address them. We said it, and so we applaud the president for taking this action. But in the future, he should not dodge. He should not ignore certain things. Yes, other people should not be insulted, and the president is okay. Some ladies over there in Minnesota, they were cussing each other out. I know it's personal stuff, but we are still part of the same community from your own backyard. And this is going on with the president. We don't say, oh, like maybe intervene and put out. I don't know. Maybe he did it to me in Minnesota. I don't know for sure, but that should have been addressed too. If we have stuff, let's do it off the internet, and we can solve it. Like North Dakota, even the other guys, the president, main surrogate, Mr. Melvin Dewey, recorded the whole thing and put it on Facebook. I mean, every organization has infighting. It's not everything that you guys will videotape and put. So the men that put it out, whatever going on in the basement, it's our confession. Everybody got internal things going on. But the guys will record it and bring it on Facebook. The same people that's supporting the president, they'll put our business out there. We can address certain things internally, but once it comes public, yes, the president must take a stance. When it happens internally, we can discuss it internally without bringing it to the public. Now, if it comes to the media, that's a different thing, though, because once it comes to the media, we have to address it, because the media is a public institution. All right, and so that's the issue I'm seeing with the president. So the double standard got to stop. The double one standard for certain people, another standard for certain people. The president has to be he has to be equitable. He has to be fair. And I think, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. That's what Dr. Martin Luther King said. We appreciate the justice that was done to Madam Shibwe. But other people did not get justice from the president. They got injustice. And that is not how it's supposed to be. The justice should be distributed evenly amongst the people. And that's why we are here. This is the voice of Saryo. We say the fact. I mean, Madam Shibwe is, she's a decent lady. I barely know her, but I've seen her around. She jokes around with me, a decent lady. You cannot insult her. I can't allow anybody, I can't support any action, whether my friend, my mother, my friend, my father. No, you can't do that. It is prohibited. And these things, one of the major infractions with my man action was Milton Shibwe is another guy that I respect. And James Yonte has a huge respect for the guy as well. So if his sister offends him, I think the best thing my friend should have done was to call Milton and say, "Well, Milton, this is why your sister did to me." Milton will address the situation. I know Milton is a straightforward guy. He doesn't cut corners. He's not pro injustice. So, but that was a major infraction on the part of James. You say you respect somebody, but then his sister offends you. You took that person from your mind. How is it that you respect somebody and and his sister did something to you, you just come public and start attacking her? So that was a huge blunder from my friend's part. Okay, and I appreciate the president for coming up for condemning that. Mr. President, we encourage you to do more of this. We don't wish for it to come, but when it comes, address it, please. We appreciate it. And again, before I close, our communications, when they are coming to the public, let the communication, any communication coming out, it has to be reviewed thoroughly. Make sure it is error-free. You are the image of the union. So whatever you put out, it means that we agree with it. But when it is put out sloppily, when it is put out nonchalantly, then it's a problem. All right? Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. This virus made the kids, they are home now. So I'll be right back.
Go tell your boss, yeah. Tell your mom, yeah. Go tell your boss, yeah. And the window your ball, the window your ball, the window your ball, the ball I can kill your dog.
Yeah.
Tell your mom, yeah.
I tire hard in myself. I can't come to your horse in the day. I got away in the net. On the tree, behind the crib that they play me a cocky air. The old man I go to bed, but the baby stay in the chair. Winner, baby, you scared of beating? Winner, baby, then no say you eating. Winner, baby, you scared of beating? Winner, my girl, then no say you eating. Go tell them say I right here, and I can't want it for all. So tell the people they must go look for switch. The ball I can rock your wall, call all of them to come look in my face. Tell the woman I say, let she tell the papi, the boy and I come again. Now Frankie, the boy can chop it.
Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. your man say ah yeah. Oh, tell your past say ah yeah. Body and the window your ball, the window your ball, the window your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say ah yeah. Oh, tell your past say ah yeah. Tell your man say ah yeah. Oh, tell your past say ah yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, sorry for that. This daddy's daycare today, the coronavirus, the kids are home. All right, so we have to multitask here. All right, so let's get to next thing on our talking point. That's the issue with the national president. The statement was on point. I agree with it, and I have no issue with the president condemning that action of my dear friend. All right, so that's something that I wanted to talk about. So let's get to the next one here for our talking point. Let me see what I got here for you. The next one. Let's go to the next one. The next one here. I will just briefly go over what President Francis Clamaya did yesterday, and we'll go on a quick commercial again. I'll be right back. Let me get our image.
Come on, man. Jump the boys. Let me break this baby.
Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your past say ah yeah. Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your past say ah yeah. Body and the window your ball, the window your ball, the window your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say ah yeah. Go tell your past say ah yeah. Tell your man say ah yeah. Oh, tell your past say ah yeah. Body and the window your ball, the window your ball, the window your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say ah yeah. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. See, I worry, it'll be a director and
All right, guys, welcome back to the Voice of Sound with Esoteric. I just want to briefly. I think a lot of you were on the platform yesterday when the Cleopatra of the Sapo Nation addressed the general body of the global community yesterday. Her Excellency President Francis Miles said, let you say, Her Excellency President Francis C. Miles demonstrates exceptional leadership. You see, I tried to get into the lady's brain yesterday, in your mind, but she got a very fertile, a bright mind, and so she came on yesterday. She spoke to a lot of stuff, surrounding the infractions of the national leader. What the lady did yesterday, that's what I expected President Gio to have done. Coming on public, coming on the Voice of Sound, or going to the last talk show, and just either media, just go there. The out of the matter is just put the message out there. I mean, the message went out in a written form. Which I thought was sloppy. The way it was written, it was sloppy. We have our letterhead and all of that. That was negated. The man just, I think it was Robert Tuba, the publicity man, I just did something reluctantly, instead of consulting the secretary to put a letter. It should have been done professionally, but it was done unprofessionally. But anyhow, what the President Francis Miles demonstrated yesterday, that's what I wanted President Gio to have done. Come engage the people, take some questions from the people. So the woman went yesterday, she said, oh, yes, I agree with President Miles, President Gio. I appreciate what he did. However, the man, so she went on and highlighted some of the blunders that the president made in time past, And so what she did yesterday was, she literally buried President Gio. That's what she did. Professionally, she buried the president. How is it that you have a pandemic and up to now we are not seeing the president? The same thing, he wrote a two sentence statement, put it out, and that was it. The membership chair of the union was insulted also globally. He said, you know what, I will just write some kind of sloppy statement. Mr. President, these people are very important in the union. And so when they come up on things like that, like corona, in the midst of the coronavirus disease, we need to engage you. You see, the union, the whole globe now, they're engaging their leaders. President Trump and the vice president, their own press conferences are all over the place and try to make sure, placate the people to propitiate them, not be afraid, and we are doing something about it. But our president will just post on a slavish statement and he sits around. No letterhead, nothing. As if to say, this is just, sort of a classroom administration or organization. This is an organization that has been around since the 90s. So we want to do stuff, let it be done professionally, and it should be done superbly. But, if you have a leadership that doesn't regard the people that much, this is what you get. This is what you get. In the midst of a pandemic, our president, he said, you know what other people need? That just someone to slap his statement. Our elders that don't read, we don't care. Their children will explain to them. Mr. President, that's not what we didn't put you in power for that. And so that's why the woman came yesterday and said, Mr. President. I asked her, I said, Madam President, why? He said that you were just coming up with all these things you listed. She said, Mr. Saryorpodeh, I am not the national president. If I start speaking to things, there will be that I'm usurping the powers or the authority of the national leader. And so he's the national president. When things are happening in the union, he has to speak to it. If it happens, something happens in my chapter, of course I will address it. And that's she has been doing. But our national leader, so now you will not even speak. Big day comes, you just record, I want to go, actually, I'm to be well, and you pull it sample and just post something. You would not even see your face. You just do the voice recording and put it out. Like the president just treating us lackadaisically. That's how he treating us. With nonchalance. Don't care attitude. That's what I'm saying from the president. That's why it looks like. If you don't want to address the people, I'm sure we have many questions that we want to ask the president, the national president. But we are glad that we have President Francis Myers, who came on yesterday to address some of the issues, at least to give us some sort of hope. She came yesterday and gave some tips with the coronavirus, what we should do. Some people will just go to the gas station and grab that thing. And she said, no, you can't do that. Carry a pair of gloves with you. Put it on. Pump your gas. You finish, take it up, put it in the trash. Because there are a lot of people that are using that. So she gave some tips yesterday. She gave some tips yesterday. That's what we expected from President Trio. But now the lady who is not the national leader now is demonstrating national leadership. That's great. We also want to appreciate President Dave Cooley. He commented yesterday. Yes, he commented yesterday, even though I expected a man to have also issued a professional statement. He said, just coming on a report, we joined the Delaware Valley chapter, we joined the national president, we condemn the action. No, you guys, you have your administration. So when suddenly you view the union, if the national president is doing something, I assume he doesn't consult you guys, so if he does stuff unilaterally, hey, we're still in this under the same umbrella. So why about the president? If the action is right, we support the president. Do it professionally too. But you can't just put out a statement, you misspell it intense. I was like, Mr. President, this is not how we're supposed to do. You're president. If you put your statement out there, it should be well considered. Yeah. We condemn it in the shocking tense. TENSE. I don't know what. TENSE, Mr. President. But this thing we got to make sure. That's why you have your team. You consult with your secretary, your whole team. So what the president is a nice action. Let buttress the president action so that we can know that we're speaking with one voice. Yeah, President Maya said, you know what? I wanted to actually send out a statement, but I thought since the president is shying away from the people, let me speak to them. And you know why I'm doing this? Is it that you know why I'm doing this? It's not because I'm a president of the chapter. It's because I am vying for the national presidency. And so now I should demonstrate, I should set an example. She said, I'm going to set a precedent. You know, I should set an example. And so she came public yesterday. She addressed the nation beautifully, or the global community. Great job yesterday. President Francis Claire Myers, that was wonderful. I appreciate that. Continue to work with President Gidio, even though he's your contender, but he is still the national leader. Continue to reach out to him, give your ideas to him. If he wants to take it, that's fine. All of us, reach out to the president. It shouldn't be just President Francis Claire Myers. We know our president is standoffish. You know, he likes to be by himself. The president is not an extrovert. He's an introvert, you know, and so he shies away from the public, you know. But when you are a leader, it cannot be an extrovert. You know, you cannot be an introvert. You got to be an extrovert because you got to engage the people. Whether Saryorpodeh criticizes you or not, you got to come on the platform. If you come in, Mr. President, I'm not, you don't want to come here and disrespect. No, I can't do that. I will criticize you constructively. That's what I'm doing to the president. I've criticized the national president constructively. But that doesn't mean you shy away, you run away from me, and shouldn't come on the platform and address the people. A lot of people are following right now. Your message will go across. But if you put it, you give it to Robert Tuba, you put it in a few chat rooms, how many people sees that? Somehow people they're not literate. They don't read and write. And so give them the benefit because they pay the quota to the union. Time for convention, certain people don't pay certain amount, and even though the last convention enough Dakota, you know, the gate was compromised, which we will be observing in Florida. You know, some people pay $50, some people pay $30, and then the Constitution, the law of our union says that everybody should pay $100. Yes. So those are things when we point out those infractions, you know, the national president, then he thinks we don't like him. Oh, why my begin hits me? I don't hate you. I just want you to do the right thing as a leader. Yes, that's what I want. So we want to say congratulations to President Francis Claire Myers for doing the right thing yesterday to buttress the action of the national president and also highlighting some of the flaws on the part of the national president. Okay, so that's just something I wanted to share with you there. Let me get to my next thing on the agenda here. Let me get to the next one here that I have for you. If you're just joining the platform, welcome. Welcome. All right, so this one is Honorable Matthew Zaza, the representative of Electoral District number 3, has been making efforts to improve the lives of our people. So let me see. I want to show you this this bridge that was constructed. And so if you don't know Mr. Zaza, those of you that don't know him, let me put the image out here, and then I will showcase the bridge to you. That's the man with the certificate. He was quite recently certificated for being the most punctual lawmaker for the year 2020. You know, the press union. I mean, there's an organization, I think Lima or something like that. It's an organization that monitors the activities of the lawmakers in the country. So, yeah. Good.
And I'm a ducker.
Good. You want more, guys? Let me give you a quick commercial here. My co-host is here. Let me do this.
Sister one kill it, recording, and I'm moving from here. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your mom say yeah. passe, yeah. And the window your ball, the window your ball, the window your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. The man say, yeah. Oh, tell your passe, yeah. Tell your man say, yeah. Oh, tell your passe, yeah. And the window your ball, the window your ball, the window your ball, the ball I can kill your dog.
Yeah.
Tell your man say, yeah.
I tire hard in myself. I can't count to your horse in the day. I got away in the net. On the tree, I can't in air. The old man I go to pay, but the baby stay in the chair. Winner, baby, you scared of beating? Winner, baby, then no say you eating. Winner, baby, you scared of beating? Winner, my girl, then no say you eating. Go tell them say I right here, and I can't want it for all. So tell the people they must go look for switch. The ball I can rock your wall. Call all of them to can look in my face.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sorry, again, I'm moving back and forth today. It's, we are asked to stay at home if nothing is going out there and the kids are around too. So we got to avoid the street. But this one I call Honorable Matthew G. Zaza, representative of the electoral district number 3, Sano County, connects Judutown to Sano County in particular and Liberia in general. So the lawmaker, the town, Judutown has been, well, I say connects because there's a river called, I think, the Sanquin River. It practically divides that town from the rest of the county. So it was terrible. Car can go there and stuff like that. So the lawmaker has been working hard. And luckily for our people, the bridge, there's a company over there, Madra company. They just completed the bridge. They go on time. And so let me see what I can get the image out there for you quickly. I think I'll get the musical commercial again. I will be right back.
Let you tell the papi, the boy and I come again. I Frankie, the boy can chop it.
Tell your mom say, yeah. Go tell your pa say, yeah. Tell your mom say, yeah. Go tell your pa say, yeah. And the window your ball, the window your ball, the window your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say, yeah. Go tell your pa say, yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's the picture of the bridge over there. Hopefully it's clear to you. But that's at least now you have a vehicle to reach Judutown. So we like to say congratulations to the lawmaker and all those that were involved in getting this thing to come to fruition, at least so that people can access to, the people can, there are farmers out there, various towns. So all the towns that fall beyond the Sanquin River, at least now the people can come across, on the other side. Yeah. My only concern with the bridge is, I think, it's antiquated. Yes, when I was a little boy in Liberia, in the village, if you want, from Vobadi, I was out there. We saw some of these bridges built, and when it rains in no time, this thing will collapse. And also, when these companies, when they are taking our resources, our lawmakers, our leaders, they have to pressure the people to do more. We need a concrete bridge, not this. I got a serious problem with this one. But it's better than nothing, though. It's better than nothing. This should have been a concrete bridge. Instead of just put a bunch of logs together. Liberia got good rainy season over there. When it comes, how long this thing we're going to live? Want to survive for. And so that's my only concern. But that's a good effort on the lawmaker, because before them, the people never had the opportunity to even get around easily. So now at least the vehicle can reach in that town, the people working on the road. So that's a tap out of the bridge here, Now you get a motorbike to go there, and a car can go there now. And so that's a good effort on the part of the lawmaker. And we want to say congratulations to Mr. Zaza and all those that were involved to getting this bridge to where it is, at least so our people can get around easily. All right, that's something that I just wanted to talk about. The bridge that was constructed, connecting Julitown to Liberia, if you want to. Okay, so this one now, this is my last talking point for the day. And so I will bring our man here. I call this Samuel Shibwe. I call self-declared asset recovery chairman, Mr. Samuel Shibwe, exonerates Honorable Usaa Sabwe, but indicts Honorable Deacon Kala. All right. And so these eminent men, these eminent Liberians, I want to show that image or images if you want. And then we'll listen to our man Samuel Shibwe. And then I will give my thought. That's what I'm about to do now. That's the last segment for today. But again, let me give you, we'll stay with the music right now because I have a lot of music here. But it takes a longer time to download, when you want to get it on the screen. So let's listen to the one we have right now. I'll be right back.
Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your mom say yeah. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. See, I worry. You to be a director, enemy, I tell it sorry. Today I here to be them porry. Boy, your Oma won't kill it, your papi won't kill it, your sister won't kill it. Who caught it? I'm moving from here. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. Tell your mom say yeah. Go tell your pa say yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog.
Yeah.
Tell your mom say yeah.
I tell ya how.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of Sano. This is Dr. Saryorpodeh Esoteric. All right, so our man Samuel Shibwe, who is the host of what I call the last talk show. He calls it the truth, but I think it's last. For almost a year, Samuel Shibwe attacked Honorable Usaa Sabwe, the man without a tie. On the other side, he's the chairman for the board of directors of the Saryorpodeh Association. And on the other side is another patriot, that's Honorable Deacon Kala. But Samuel Shibwe, who calls himself a truth man, without evidence, attacked Mr. Usaa Sabwe for almost a year, if not more. He attacked the man. Mr. Usaa Sabwe took the Numapo people money, and he ate the money, and all these things that will come on his show. And unfortunately, the president for the Iowa chapter is the contributor, and they will rail against people. They will attack. Even the president was saying on the last show when Samuel Shibwe contradicted himself when he exonerated Mr. Usaa Sabwe and then indicted Mr. Deacon Carlo, the president for the Iowa chapter, Mr. Dave Woody, said, we got to smear people character. And then they will come up, we got to smear their character. And I have to come and say, Mr. President, you cannot say that. How will you feel if somebody smeared your capital, your character? How will you feel? And then I found out later, he said, oh, that was a poor choice of word. But guess what? You know what happens, Mr. President? That message gone, it went across already. How many people read that comment you put there? You wrote later. So it cannot be on the show and you're telling people, smear people campaign character. You can smear people character. And smear basically means you can attack people falsely. And it will make them vexed to come up. And so that's why the guys falsely attacked Mr. Usaa, even though the evidence, it was glaring. Because they started making these allegations. So the first thing I did was I invited the lady who was the national president at the time, Madam Kalijabwe, on my show when it was called by then the Saryorpodeh Nation. And the woman came, I think she was on for almost 3 hours. And the girl heard, Mr. Dekuri was one of the guys who were there, were asking all the tough questions, which I appreciated. And the woman was clear, she was equivocal, and said, Mr. Usaa did not touch anything, he knows nothing about the money. In Iowa, not in Iowa, North Dakota, during the coronation ceremony of the Queen, the chairman met me there. I was there. Although some of the guys that were making allegations, my own little brother, Federal, he called us. He called Federal. I think the former President Obaku was there. He calls. He said, "Man, you the media man. I want you to be part of it." And he explained. He said, "Philip, I had no idea what they're talking about. All the money you guys are on Facebook." He explained to us that the only thing he did was to help to campaign. He wasn't the chairman of the board at the time. It was Mr. Deacon Carlo who was the chairman of the board of directors. But the man, all he did was to campaign so that they can build a clinic in the Mopo area. And he started with that. He started with his own $500. The guys, they trashed that in the drain. They attacking the man. The man ate Mopo people money. He ate the Mopo people money. After a year or so, the same man who attacked Mr. Usaa, you know what William Caleb Bryan once said? He said, truth crushed to earth will rise again. Samuel Shebe and the president of the Iowa chapter, Paul Carlo, and others, they suppressed the truth for almost a year. They suppressed the truth, only later for the truth to resurrect. The guys lied on Mr. Usaa, only for the same man who lied, Samuel Shebe, to come on later to tell us that, you know what, I was wrong, in other words. So now this time around, I will indict another man. So he has indicted Mr. Deacon Carlo. So now, you don't want to just hear it from me. Let's listen to Samuel Shebe himself, all right? Let's listen to him. And then I will be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Let me bring Samuel Shebe to talk to us. Samuel Shebe is the man. He told us, Usaa ate the money, he lavished some people money, and only later to find out when Usaa, the people, when you want to make allegations, if you want to do the investigation, don't just come public and start attacking people. The first thing you do, ask the people that were in authority at the time. So that's why I started the campaign. I brought in the national president, Madam Kalijabwe. I said, Madam President, it was under your administration, all the allegations are going on, they came about. So I want you to come on the show so you can educate her. The woman said, yeah, no problem, I'll come. She came. We grilled her. She told all those people that were in charge of the money at the time, the projects. She told us that. But the guys were oblivious to that because they have personal vendetta against Mr. Usaa. And so they were dodging the truth. They thought they could suppress the truth. The truth has resurrected. You see? So you cannot lie all the time, because if you lie, the truth, you expose yourself at the end of the day. And that's what Samuel Shebe did to himself. Let me bring Samuel Shebe. Let's listen to Samuel Shebe himself. Okay? Let's listen to him.
Mr. Deacon Carlo. I spoke with Mr. Deacon Carlo last night. And the picture is very clear. The picture is very clear. Our conversation was very broad.
So if you listen to what he just said, he said the picture is very clear. All right? The picture, let me bring these two images down and let me engage my man here. Samuel Shebe is the man. He said the picture is very clear. He didn't say the picture is somewhat clear. He didn't say it's kind of a little bit dirty. He said the picture is very used the descriptive word, okay? Very clear, the picture. That's Samuel Shigbe talking, not me. Let's listen to Samuel Shigbe.
It was clear, and when I called Mr. D. Kankalo, and when you pick up the phone, he recognized my voice immediately. He said, "Oh, Mr. Editor." So I said, "Papi, I'm not editor. I'm your son." He said, "But I know what you calling me for." D. Kankalo being a veteran politician, he know when somebody plays call early in the morning, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, he knows there is something behind it. He said, "My son, I know what you calling me for."
So now, again, I'm engaging Samuel Shigbe here. You see, like I just told you, Madam Kalejabele came on my show. And she made reference, she named all those that were connected to the money, the project at the time. She named all the people. So what I expected Samuel Shigbe to have done, because he said, the lady said Usaa Sabwe is not connected to the money. And so she named those that were connected to the money at the time. So what I expected Samuel Shigbe to have done was to go and ask those relevant people, to ask Mr. Deacon Kala, Mr. Mabutu Yimpa, and all those people that they called, talk to the people. But after he heard the woman, he heard the woman talking. After Usaa Sabwe himself talked to us, my little brother Fidel Roberts, the guys are still on Facebook and attacking the man. So the question was, I was thinking, why are they not going to those people that were called that the lady highlighted? So they turned their back on doing the investigation, okay? Until Mr. Usaa Sabwe himself wrote a statement and said, you know what? Ask these people, go and ask them, even though Kalejabwe told you before, Madam Kalejabwe told you before, the former president, hey, for some reason you have personal issue against me and you are smearing my name on Facebook. And so I want you to call your own family. So he named those people related. Yeah.
Daddy, can you keep it?
All right, good. Thank you. All right. So he named those people. So now Samuel Shigbe turned about on the people, and they couldn't turn about on the relevant people. Podu Kala, they turned their backs on the right people, and they're going after Usaa Sabwe. So now the verdict is in. From the man himself who was attacking Usaa Sabwe falsely, he has come back to us to indict another person.
Why I'm calling you Mr. Editor? So what do you want to hear about the Mopo project? And I said, yes. He said, okay, tell the sample people. The Mopo project, money is with me. He don't say the money with me. They say the Mopo project, it is true.
He just said, hearing, the Mopo people, money is with me. Okay, that's Samuel Shigbe talking, it's not me. The Mopo people project, money is with me. First he said, when he called, the man said, "Oh, Mr. Editor." I think the man mean Mr. Auditor. He didn't say Mr. Editor. Okay, that's the difference between auditor and editor. I think that guru, the political guru, when I say Mr. Editor, the editor is the one who edits something. When you write something, the person who corrects it is an editor. Auditor is the one that does investigation. So he didn't say Mr. Editor. He said Mr. Auditor. I'm quite sure. All right. So now, Samuel Shigbe is saying the veteran politician for whom I have a lot of respect, Mr. Kala. And you know why I have respect for him? Some of us that are around, like the likes of Samuel Shigbe and myself, we are the product of these guys' effort. Mr. Deacon Kala, those are the guys that fought for the liberation of the indigenous people. And so they are called the progressive in Liberia. All right. So these guys, they exclaimed, well, I respect him. Yes. They fought. They did their part. He did his part to free his nation. But now we have a young man, Samuel Shigbe. His part that he's playing right now is to falsely accuse people. That's his role. Instead of mimicking the example of Mr. Deacon Kala, he is saying, no, I will attack you even if I don't have evidence. And then later I will do investigation after attacking your reputation. And listen to the man telling us the truth now.
Confessing. We never implemented project due to all of issue. And I asked him, what was the issue? He said that at the time when they were buying the cement, in fact, he said that While asking the question, how did you get the money? He said he was serving at the time as the chairman of the board. And it was a unanimous decision made by the entire USSA.
So he just told us, Mr. Carlos said he was the chairman of the board by then. Okay? He was the chairman of the board of directors at the time. Let me put all my characters here and then we'll go back and forth. All right, let me take that title down for now. Yeah, so Samuel Sheba said, the veteran politician said, yes, I was the chairman of the board at the time. I agree. Whether that story is true or not is another thing. But we are hearing from Samuel Sheba himself. The reason I'm incredulous whether Samuel Sheba is telling us the truth or not is because he lied to us before. And so whatever he's telling us right now, I am incredulous until we hear from Mr. Kala himself. Samuel Sheba lied on Mr. Usaa. So why should we trust him now? But anyway, he's indicting another man now. He freed Mr. Usaa. Let's go ahead and listen to our man here.
A unilateral decision made by all the people in America to carry out projects, not only for the mobile people, but for the Drawson people, to buy chairs. And the mandate that was given to them and to him was to buy the chairs. To buy the chairs and give it to the Drawson people. And also buy the cement and give it to the mobile people. The mandate was given not to give a cash to any of them. Then I asked him a question. I said, if you said that you want to buy the cement for the mobile community, and we have people that have to go all the way to Liberia and to Sino, how do you expect the mobile community to carry over 200 bags of cement to Sino? Welcome, Mr. Porukalo. How do you expect the more people to carry the cement to Sino? And he said if the time reaches, they were going to work out to get the cement transported in Sino. He just did more community, the chairman at the time, which he mentioned the chairman name, but I just forgotten the chairman name because I worked when I made the call. He said the chairman at the time told him that the road was spoiled. The road was not in a good condition. It was a rainy season. And so they were kind of delay, and so they were having no option but to beg to pull the cement in the warehouse. So then I asked him. I said, so the project is a multiple project, but it's a project that is carried out by the United Support Association in the America, the USAA. So it is our project. Although you are saying if the local people are ready, you are ready to give a cement. Are you sure that if the Sapo people will have a project, because we can divert that project to any other thing until the Mopo can be ready and rewrite us about different projects, then we can come in. But for now, if the Sapo people ready for their cement, to carry on different development, will you be willing to give the cement? And Mr. Carlos said yes. At any time, at any movement, if the Sapo community ready for their cement, in fact, today he vowed to be on my show, but he said he can only spend 10 minutes because he will be.
So our man said, Mr. Carlos said, yes, anytime the Sapo people ready for their cement and the money, he will give it. That's what Samuel Sheba is telling us. All right, that's what Samuel Sheba is telling us. And so that means it is clear that he has exonerated Mr. Sawe, or Mr. Sawe has been exonerated. He said, yes, Mr. Kala agreed that, yeah, the money, I got everything. I got the cement, everything. He explained everything to you. He just gave me the whole story. It's not from me. It's from Samuel Sheba, who lied on Mr. Usaa Sawe for almost a year. And then the national president was sitting down and he said nothing. You see, these are some of the things President Francis Clemais was talking about yesterday. These guys, they will commit these egregious infractions and they will go free. The national president will do nothing. Guys, give me a second. Give me a second, please. What happened?
I want to watch the show.
No, you got yours. You got yours. Pedro, let me sit down and watch, right? Sit down.
But she keeps on screaming every time I'm watching the show.
Sit down. One more, two, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you guys watching, no fighting.
Fred, stop.
Pedro, you gotta share with her. How you doing?
Yes, but she's always a...
You just sit down and watch.
Yes, but I never turn it.
You're going on the side. Put it, scoot over, let me find it. Be careful before you get go when it's just over. Apologize, guys. The little ones are around, so we have to go back and forth again. Sorry. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's Samuel Sheba is telling us Mr. Usaa has been free. Free at last, free at last. After a lie on the man for almost a year, he is now free. Even though that could have been avoided by just placing a call to those individuals that Khalid Jabari called, Khalid Jabari named, those people that Mr. Sabe himself, when we met in North Dakota, he said, these are the people that are connected to the subject, the project, not me. But Samuel Sheba now telling you, oh,
5 o'clock
listen,
Liberia
listen.
time, 12 o'clock. But we have gone against that time now, in almost 6 something Liberia. And so he said you want to be on my show to also explain all of it, but we shouldn't politicize everything. The cement, if the Sapo community want the cement, anytime they want it, they should reach him. And they shouldn't reach him secretly. They should reach him publicly, meaning that they should do written communication or call him directly, and it should be done by the executive. We don't want few people going in the corner and calling him and doing different things by themselves. And so we want to inform the public here today that Mr. Deacon Carlo is willing to give the cement back. But what I asked him was, did you receive the 3,500 in cash? But then he never understood me, and he continued to talk about this, and I don't want to cut him off. But the bottom line here is, he agreed that if we're ready for our cement, he will be able to give our cement any time that we call for it. So, Mr. President, the government, the present administration, you are listening. The cement is
okay,
ready.
so ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing the man. He's telling us. Mr. Carlos said, anytime we want our money, he want to give it to us. Anytime we want the cement, he want to produce it. Now, he said anytime, okay? And he said you should do it publicly. All right? So when he said publicly, it means also that Saryorpodeh can make the call. But later on, he qualified his statement. He said, no, the message should write a communication. But why Mr. Carla himself did not send out communication to authenticate, so we can know that, yes, indeed, what Samuel Sheba is telling us is authentic. It's reliable. Oh, so the progressive wants us to write a letter to him to get our money and cement back. But he didn't give us a communication to give us, just in case we have to go to court so we can have evidence. Okay? And so Samuel Sheba is telling us, he confessed, basically. He's confessing to us. I lied on Mr. Sabe for a long time. And when I go to bed, I cannot sleep. And so I was forced to call the relevant people, the people that they recommended to me a long time ago to contact. And I ignored them, I attacking Isha Sabe. When I go to bed, I can't sleep. And so I had to make the call. And now, yeah, it's it. Mr. Sabe is free. He did nothing. He said 3,500. So it's clear right now, Mr. Sabe, not Mr. Sabe, but Mr. Deacon Carlo, Mr. Carlo now has our $3,500. All right. And he said anytime, anytime can be any hour from now, any minute, any second, we can call him to get our money, and he got everything available right now. That's why he's telling us. Let complete Samuel Sheba.
If it is not for multiple people, this can be used for another people. We have an ongoing development right now.
All right, so now I want to play the guy without interruption.
To Mr. Deacon Carlo.
Without
I
interruption.
spoke with Mr. Deacon Carlo last night, and the picture is very clear. The picture is very clear. Our conversation was very broad, it was clear, and when I called Mr. Deacon Carlo, and when you pick up the phone, he recognized my voice immediately. He said, "Oh, Mr. Editor." So I said, "Papi, I'm not editor. I'm your son." He said, "But I know what you calling me for." Deacon Carlo be a veteran politician. You know when somebody plays call early in the morning, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you know there is something behind it. He said, "My son, I know what you calling me for. Now why I'm calling you Mr. Editor. So what do you want to hear about the Mopo project?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, tell the Sapo people the Mopo project money is with me." He don't say the money with me. They say the Mopo project, it is true that we carry out the Mopo project. We never implement a project due to all of issue. And I asked him, what was the issue? He said that at the time when they were buying the cement, in fact, he said that while asking the question, how did you get the money? He said he was serving at the time as the chairman of the board. And it was a unanimous decision made by the entire USSA. A unilateral decision made by all the people in America to carry out projects, not only for the Mopo people, but for the Drason people, to buy chairs. And the mandate that was given to them and to him was to buy the chairs. To buy the chairs and give it to the Drason people. And also buy the cement and give it to the Mopo people. The mandate was given not to give a cash to any of them. Then I asked him a question. I said, if you said that you want to buy the cement for the Mopo community, and we have people that have to go all the way to Liberia and to Sino, how do you expect the Mopo community to carry over 200 bags of cement to Sino? Welcome, Mr. Porukalo. How do you expect the Mopo people to carry the cement to Sino? And he said if the time reaches, they were going to work out to get the cement transported in Sino. He just the Mopo community, the chairman at the time, which he mentioned the chairman name, but I just forgotten the chairman name because I worked when I made the call. He said the chairman at the time told him that the road was spoiled. The road was not in a good condition. It was a rainy season. And so they were kind of delay. And so they were having no option but to beg to put the cement in a warehouse. So then I asked him, I said, so the project is a Mopo project, but it's a project that is carried out by the United Support Association in the America, the USAA. So it is our project. Although you are saying if the Mopo people ready, you are ready to give the cement. Are you sure that if the Sapo people who have the project, because we can divert that project to any other thing until the Mopo can be ready and rewrite us about different projects, then we can come in. But for now, if the Sapo people ready for their cement, to carry on different development, will you be waiting to give the cement? And Mr. Carlos said yes. At any time, at any movement, if the Sapo community ready for their cement, in fact, today he vowed to be on my show, but he said he can only spend 10 minutes because he will be busy 5 o'clock, which is Liberia time, 12 o'clock. But we have gone against that time now, almost 6 something Liberia. And so he said he want to be on my show to also explain all of things, but we shouldn't politicize everything. The cement, if the Sapo community want the cement, anytime they want it, they should reach him. And they shouldn't reach him secretly. They should reach him publicly, meaning that they should do written communication or call him directly, and it should be done by the executive. We don't want few people going to the corner and calling him and doing different things by themselves. And so we want to inform the public, here today that Mr. Deacon Carlo is willing to give the cement back. But what I asked him was, did you receive the 3,500 in cash? But then he never understood me, and he continued to talk about this, and I don't want to cut him off. But the bottom line here is, he agreed that if we're ready for our cement, he will be able to give our cement anytime that we call for it. So, Mr. President, the government, the present administration, you are listening. The cement is ready. If it is not for the Mopo people, this can be used for another people. We have an ongoing development right now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is the confession of Samuel Shigbe. Samuel Shigbe just confessed to us that he lied on Usaa. And now he knows who has the Mopo people money or the cement. Okay? Samuel Shigbe just told you all of that. He said something here. He said a mandate was given not to give cash to anybody or any of them. And then he was on the internet and attacking Usaa that he has cash. He said a mandate was given not to give cash to any of them. All right? But Samuel Shigbe on internet attacking Usaa, he gave out $3,500. One of the final to come and confess to us. What the honorable things Samuel Shigbe and others should have done, which I pointed out on that video. Guys, since you have attacked the man for almost a year, and now you have turned around to say that he is innocent, the honorable thing to do is to apologize to the man. But they refuse to do that. Even including President Dave Cooley, who was a participant, who is a participant on that show. He refused to apologize to an innocent man who they attacked. What Dave Cooley said, we will smear people's record. So that they can come up with, we will do character assassination, and that will make them angry, and they will come and speak up. That's what one of the presidents of our union said. And I have to correct him. I said, no, Mr. President, how would you feel when somebody assassinates your character? And say, oh, wrong choice of words. But then the message are going across. They're going across already. So now we want to take the time, ban the voice of Sano in the diaspora. We want to take the time to apologize to Mr. Sagbe for being wrongly attacked, wrongly accused, wrongly bastardized, for your reputation being corrupted by Samuel Shigbe and his crew or the Lies talk show. For a year, they attack you. And today, in the court of Samuel Shigbe, Mr. Usaa has been exonerated. He has been acquitted. He's a free man. Now, the next man now that we have to hold accountable for our money, according to Samuel Shigbe, is the political guru of Liberia, Honorable Carlo. He said Mr. Carlo said he admitted that the money is with him, $3,500, or cement, in other words. And Mr. Scholar said, anytime we want the money, he will give it to us. So let me take the free man down. He is a free man now. So let get the man who has our money right now, according to Samuel Shigbe. We can talk to the honorable. This is Honorable Deacon Carlo. Again, I got respect for the man because they were the one that fought for the liberation of the indigenous people in the country. I read the Voices of Protest, written by Dr. Fambule, and I read some of the literature in that book. It's on my bookshelf right now. If you don't have it, get that book. It's very good. At least you understand the magnitude of the struggle that the guys went through to get us the freedom we have today. That Samuel Shigbe and others are abusing and lying on people. I have respect for him. Mr. Carlo. I mean, and I think his nephew, Apollo Carlo, is also a contributor on that platform. And I'm quite sure he knows that money, he has had a conversation with his uncle before. And he doesn't have the moral audacity. He doesn't have the rectitude to say, you know what, Samuel Shigbe, no, my uncle has the money. But he was joining Samuel Shigbe. They were attacking Usaa. So now my first call is to Polukalo. Polukalo, I want to call upon you at this time to talk to your uncle to give our money expeditiously. It's overdue. Almost for years now, since Jabwe time, almost, I don't know how many years, 9 years, I don't know. But talk to your uncle. We got to get it. He has to send our money. Samuel Shigbe said, the man said, anytime. So talk to your uncle Apollo to give our money to us. And guess what? The $3,500, it's overdue. I mean, $3,500 10 years ago is not the same thing now. You have to adjust that for inflation. Okay? So it will not be the same amount. Because he kept our money for whatever reason we don't know. And Samuel Shigbe is telling you, yes, the man said he got the money. Anytime we want it, he will produce it. But he cannot give the money the same amount. You got to adjust that for inflation, sir. Yes, it has to be adjusted for inflation. 10 years ago, it will not be the same amount. And so, Polukalo, you're the first person I'm calling on. Samuel Shigbe, now I come to you. After Samuel Shigbe had attacked Mr. Usaa, he now knows the person who has our money. Instead of calling the man, asking the man, give our money to us, he left. He came and asking the national administration to go get the money from Mr. Carlo. Aren't you the self-proclaimed or self-announced asset recovery chairman for the United Sappo Association? Why can't you recover our asset? You got to do that, Samuel Shigbe. You cannot put it now on Grange Deal. You got to get the money from the person who told you that he has the money. Go and get it for him. Please, we need our money. You cannot rail, you cannot attack Mr. Usaa, and now you are telling us that we should beg, we should go ask the national administration to go now and beg the man to get the money. Get our money, sir. Mr. Isaac, a recovery chairman, Mr. Samuel Shigbe, please call. I think you related to Mr. Carla as well. Call him to get our money. Please place another call to him so that he can give you the money. For me, I personally doubt what Samuel Shigbe told us. I doubt it. I'm not convinced by what he said, because again, he lied on Mr. Usaa. And he came to us, he brought just a bunch of words without a sentence from Mr. Carlo. So why should we believe the guy who has been lying on several people in the past? Why should we believe him? He lied on College Ability that she took money. She ate our money. He is all over the place. Myself, Samuel Shigbe has lied on me, how I'm a rapist, and all those things the man carry. He just lied. The man's a liar. He lied on credible people. Those of us that built our integrity for over years. He want to, again, Samuel Shigbe, truth crushed to earth will rise again. William Cullen Bryant was right when he said that. You're trying to suppress the truth because you do not like Usaa, but you have personal issue against him. And so you turn your back on your family man. This is one of my campaigns on this platform. Until Mr. Carlo produces our money, I'm going to be talking about it 24/7. The same way you were talking about Mr. Usaa. I'm going to make sure that the money is produced before I keep quiet. Now you to us. It's not anybody else making the allegation. So anytime I'm starting it, I will play your video. I will play your video so that the people can listen to you. And I will ask Mr. Carlo to give our money to us. It's overdue. You can keep our money. I wish somebody would have asked you on the spot and said, sir, can you give me the money? Let me go report it to the people. That would be great. And would that be at this point where we are right now? Yes. This is the voice of Sano, where we do justice to everyone. If you do the right thing, we will praise you. If you do the wrong thing, we'll call you up, like we were doing to Samuel Shigbe right now. The way we're doing to Polukalo right now. His own family man has the money. But Paul Ukaa does not have the testicular fortitude to tell his uncle to produce our money, and you were attacking an innocent man. Oh, Mr. Carla, you are in trouble with that Saryorpodeh. Thanks, Samuel Shebwe, for revealing this information to me. We're going to retrieve our money. I want to join the team now because it seems that the man who are accusing now telling us that, no, I'm going to confess. Yes. We're going to go after the honorable man. I respect him again. But since they were going after Usaa, we got to go after the right person. And since the man disclosed the right person to us, we got to go after him. Until the honorable contradicts Samuel Shebwe, we'll pursue him. If you say whatever Samuel Shebwe says or lie, then I will listen to him because Samuel Shebwe, after all, he's not credible to me. He's not a credible guy. So I'm quite sure the honorable will come to refute what Samuel Shebwe said. That Samuel Shebwe was lying. If he agreed to him, that's so good for us. That would be a good thing for us. Oh, yes. That'll be a good thing. We need the money. We need the money. Spodukala family member cannot have our money and then they're attacking other people. No. That cannot happen in the world of Dr. Saryorpodeh. No. You're defending your uncle? Do the right thing and talk to him. Yes. You sit on the internet, you have no contribution whatsoever. You don't attend any convention. And then you're on the internet attacking people that are making contribution to the organization. People that have made sacrifices, plethora of them. And you attack them. And then when we look at the roster, we look at the financial history, we don't see your name on anything. But you join Samuel Shebwe, who went to convention and evaded payment too. These are the people. They say they are clean men. You know what the people say, the cliche? Those who preach equity must come with clean hands. How we say your hands are contaminated and you are attacking people? How? What is wrong with you? Those who preach equity, when they say equity, they mean fairness. Those who preach justice must come with clean hands. Your hands should be pristine. It should be clean. Your hands cannot be dirty and you're attacking people. Samuel Shebwe was in North Dakota. I appreciate him for the way he did. Recorded some of the programs. So now the barbecue, he was ahead of me. He recorded a lot of those things. I appreciate it, man, for doing that. But the fact that we have a constitutional injunction that says that everybody that goes in a hall, you're adult, you have to pay $100. And then when we look at the roster for Minnesota, Samuel Shebwe's name is absent. It's missing. But then you're on the internet, he say, I am the chairman of Asset Recovery Committee. I want to get the United Support Association asset out there. Samuel Shebwe, first of all, gave our $100 to us. It's overdue. Since last year in North Dakota, our $100 has not been paid. You got to pay our $100. You cannot go. Even though the evangelist, James Carlos, said he will pay for you. Let the man pay. That would be great. You know, I don't like to just talk. Let me bring the roster from Minnesota, the financial report, so we can call the names from Minnesota. All right? I'm not making anything up yet. I'm not like the guy who will make allegation with no evidence. Let me get a report. It's on my bookshelf. Let me get it quick. That was quick, right? Very quick. It was fast. All right, so this is it. All right, this is the report. Let me read the title here. It says here, the United Support Association in America's National Chapter. Internal Quarterly Financial Report for the period covering August 23rd, 2019 to November 21st, 2019. Date, November the 21st, 2019, prepared and submitted by Darius G. Mohan Sr., National Treasurer, and Oteka Soin, financial secretary. Okay, these are the people that wrote the report here. The president financial team. Let me get better situated here. So now let me go look to Minnesota chapter. Let me read the introduction here. It says here, the purpose of this report is to provide information on the current financial status, performance, and changes in the financial position of the United Saryorpodeh Association in Americas to the board of directors for the period covering August the 23rd, 2019 to November 21st, 2019. This will help the board of directors to examine resources usage, cash flow, USA financial health, information and use them to make future decisions. This report also highlights other events that occurred during the circle. One of the major events that took place during this circle was the USAA National Convention held in the city of Fargo, North Dakota. Okay, that's the convention I was talking about. Samuel Shebwe attended. All right, so they just gave her the introduction. Now I just wanted to read just the Minnesota chapter. All right, or maybe somebody will say, oh, maybe the guys made a mistake and they put his name on a different chapter. So maybe we got to read the names, all the names on the various chapter. Okay, so let's start with the first player. Changes in account. Let's start with that. Changes in accounts next asset. They say here, beginning cash balance. USAA Wells Fargo. It's going to be Wells Fargo, but they say Wells Fargo. Okay. Operational account ending in 2044. Okay. They say got in that account, they got $528.08. $528.08. Okay. That was in the operational account. And they say Wells Fargo account, project account ending in 1306. They said $111,980.48. I'll read that again. $111,980.43. $111,980 and $80 and 43 cents. Okay. That's the amount. So they say the total here on this section, they say $112,508.51. Okay, that's the total in here. And it came down, they said revenue support contribution. Okay, USA Convention 2019 proceeds breakdown. Okay, they're gonna give you the breakdown now. I am trying to prove that I'm not being biased towards Samuel Shebwe. Samuel Shebwe has declared himself as the chairman for the asset retrieval committee of the United Saryorpodeh Association. So we want to look at the man history just from the recent convention. So you can see, all right? Because I look on Minnesota, his name is not there. So somebody will say, oh, maybe they place a name on a different chapter. So that's why I want to read all the chapters so you can see it. Because they listed everybody that attended the convention and made contribution. All right, so now let's go ahead. It says here, breakdown. USA Convention 2019 proceeds breakdown, okay? And it's a convention fabrics. National chair lady, 14,500. Okay? Then they come down to say cow hair ceremony. The cow hair is $1,280. Then it came here to say subtotal. Let's see here, subtotal. Oh, let me go back. Okay, so convention fabric. Okay, it's a 14,500. And they say cow hair ceremony, $1,280, and subtotal, they say $15,780. All right. And then they say, get intake delegates fees by chapter. Get intake delegates fees by chapter. Okay. And then on here, it says Minnesota. Minnesota contributed $6,920. The people that went in. All right. Delaware Valley chapter, $4,350. All right. North Carolina chapter, $900. North Dakota chapter, $2,095. North Dakota, okay, $2,095. Florida chapter, the guy here, $400. And then they say non-chapter members. Non-chapter member, $2,040. And then they say other tickets or others. Okay, then they put on that $2,702. And then the subtotal here, they say $19,407. Okay, and so they went on and said support from others, organizations, individuals or fundraiser board. Okay, so then they put here you land org or you land organization. I mean, that's what they think. So they say $40. They put made for that organization made $40 to us. Successful women, $100. Florida chapter, $150. David Sua, $300. Sayan Johnson, $50. That's the next one here. This is Sano County Association, $200. Lisa Farley, $100. Sano County Association, Minnesota chapter, $150. Executive Women, $200. Other cash report here is $1,031. And then they went on to say the subtotal. The subtotal on here they say $2,321. And they came here they say USA barbecue mini fundraiser under that 100 under that section. Sorry, my device. Let me get this so I can be able to monitor my phone as well. It just went off. I forgot. Give me a second. Let me just put this. So now it says here. So we'll go under there. Okay, barbecue mini fundraiser is a $118. Okay, and then yes.
I wanna go outside.
Okay, give me 30 a second, please. Okay, and then we'll go outside.
I'll sit with you.
No, I'm doing something right now, please. Okay, I'll be right back. Just wait for Daddy.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Go. All right, so guys, sorry, I've got to get my co-host here. So our man, I'm reading the report just so that we will do justice to Samuel Shigbe. All right, that's what I'm reading. I don't feel like reading it, but I gotta read it so we'll do justice to Samuel Shigbe here. Samuel Shigbe is doing the asset recovery, but he get money for us. All right. So Samuel Shigbe, under the financial report, it says here, okay, total cash. $2,321. USA mini fundraiser. They got here $118. Grand Jaded Association in Americas after convention. They say $100. Minnesota chapter contribution after convention. $500. Subtotal $718. And then it says total revenue support and contribution $38,226. $38,226. Okay. Now let's come to the chapter. They come and break everything down to us. All right. So expenditure. Okay. So that the money they spend now for the year under review. So let me see how much they spent. They say here expenditure, other convention expenditures. Marie Yanamo, $200. Printing of financial report and all other accessories, $82. Subtotal $282. Support to other organization and individual. National Safety Bond, Iowa, $250. Assistance to Vice President Gus Estaffen, $3,000. Subtotal here is $3,250. So now, Wells Fargo bank charges, large cash deposit fees, $97.50. Monthly service fees, September to October, $10. And then the guy here, monthly service fees, October to November, $10. Subtotal here, $117.50. The guy here, total expenditure. Just so you guys go over for me, please.
The
Sorry guys, sorry. Let me. The young girls are here. So now it goes on. Let me get the next one here for you. Let me tell you something. Should be a video. I bring another video for commercial just in case. All right, you gotta leave you in charge. So he said here, total cash in operational and project accounts as of 11 month 21st 2019. They said a USA welfare operational account ending 2044. They say has $258.08. And then there's another account ending 1306. And so in that account they get $146,826.93. Okay. $146,826.93. Okay. So that's what in the account. And the next year, so they say total available balance as of 11 month, the 21st, 2019, $147,085.01. Okay, that's what in the USA account at the time of this report. Okay, so now let's get to the exhibit where they listed all those that pay. We want to do justice to Samuel Shigbe. So again, the reason I'm doing this, so somebody can I say, oh, maybe they made a mistake and put a name on a different chapter. All right, and that's why I'm going through all of this. So they say Exhibit 1, list of USA 2019 convention delegates by chapter. Okay, so they started with non-chapter members first. Okay, non-chapter, and they got here Reverend James Callow, $100. Washington, he from Washington. Okay. Guys, let me give you a quick commercial here, and I'll be right back.
Why would I cut you?
Now you funny agitator, Lucky Chango, Ojabro, Dono with Jena, Aji. Dekale nigga dekale oh, Aji dekale nigga dekale oh, Aji dekale. Everybody dancing dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody dressing dekale, Versace. Everybody talking dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody speaking dekale, Aji dekale. Dekale nigga dekale oh, Aji dekale. Dekale nigga dekale oh, Aji dekale. Everybody dancing dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody dressing dekale, Aji dekale. Versace. Everybody talking dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody speaking dekale, Aji dekale. Aji dekale. Everybody dancing dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody wearing dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody talking dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody speaking dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody looking dekale, Aji dekale. Everybody liking dekale. Everybody come on, do the decale. Everybody come on, get on the floor. Everybody come on, do the decale. Everybody come on, get on the floor. Everybody come on, do the decale. Everybody come on, get on the floor. Nadio, amude kaleje. Namio, amude kaleje. Najuo, amude kaleje. Nadio, amude kaleje. Maheoda, amude kaleje. wede ijiba panu Misre pwe wede ijiba panu Nabai pwe wede ijiba panu Misre pwe wede ijiba panu Abe Seu bere twati Abe Seu bere twati Seu bere twati Iwanu
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Let me wrap this up. So like I was saying, I was reading a report because I want to do justice to the self-proclaimed, the self-named asset USA asset recovery chairman Samuel Shigbe, who was going after, or who has been going after people, and then he exonerated Mr. Usaa. And so I want to see whether he has money for us too, so that we can start with him before we go after Mr. Honorable Carlo, who Samuel Shigbe told us that he has our $3,500. All right, so let me read the report there. So we are going by chapter now, okay? So for the non-member, non-chapter members, we're reading Reverend James Carlo, $100. He's from Washington State. Mariah Clayton, $100 from Iowa, but then there was no chapter in Iowa. The guy Maya Mondabu, $100 from Texas. Judy Doe, $100 from Utah. Sophia Kama, $100 New York. Dave Cooley, $100 Utah. They put him on Utah, but I think he's from North Dakota. Not North Dakota, but Iowa, sorry. Now he's the president for the Iowa chapter, but they put him here Utah. Janet Tofola is $100. He says she's from the person, Janet is from Washington. Stanley Sewan, $100 from Texas. Ruth Morris, $100 New York. The Tia Cleon, $100 Iowa. Peter Kamokai, $100 Iowa chapter of Comfort. This Kion, sorry, I don't pronounce that name right. Karoh. Kion. I say $100 Iowa. Tita Tally, $100 Mexican.
Daddy.
You guys go to watch. You gotta go watch the movie in there, please. Go watch your movie.
Daddy.
Yes.
Well, I'll play hide and seek with you.
All right, sorry guys, sorry. So so the next person here is Tita Tally, $100 from Mexican. Christiana Cohn, $100. The state is that measure. Samson Quaid, $100 from Arizona. Helena Conswen, $70 Iowa. Thomas Dacto, $100 Arizona. Victoria Cohn, K-O-U, okay, cool, $50. Annette Goa, $70. Augustus Dan, $100. Melvin Tappet, $50. Abel Morris, $100 Iowa. So total on the non-chapter, okay, total on this is say $2,040, okay, and then it comes to Delaware Valley chapter. What I just read just now, Samuel Shigbe's name is not measured, okay. We want to do justice to Samuel Shigbe. So Delaware Valley chapter, Francis Clark Myers, $100. Boto Jawi, $100. William Sua, $100. That's Cooley Morris, $100. Nova Cully, $100. Diana Carr, $100. Madison Freeman, Doc Saryorpodeh Esoteric, $100. Geraldine Verdier, $100. Jackson Camo, $100. Ruth City, $100. All right. May Toba, $100. Chris Green Tappet, $100. Verma Smith, $100. Harrison Youngfoy, $100. Fanny Bates, $100. Middle City, $100. Mary Doctor, $100. Shelley Semat Saliv, $100. Jukonj Morris, $100. Angeline Morris, $100. Tita Quia, $100. Uro Blair, $100. Mason Toba, $100. Slabby Cine, $100. Victoria Tapes Cine, $100. Yvonne Doctor, $100. Alice Tappe, $100. Rebecca Panto, $100. Ella Menya, $100. Sarah Panto, $100. Asa Jadia, $100. Rachel Wenger, $100. Mary Ann Gidio, $100. Stobe Wiley, $100. Peasley Jai, $100. Issa Sabe, $100. Reverend Evan Sua, $100. Francis Sua, $100. Laura Clark, $100. Pauline Manye, $100. Stella Glade, $60. Levi Madison, $100. That's Verlin Manje, that's $50. Tita Johnson, $100. Emmanuel, did you put Emmanuel $40? Total here for the Delaware Valley chapter $4,350. Okay, all the names that I just called, Samuel Shibwe name is not measured. Purukala name is not measured. Okay, let's go to the next one. Minnesota chapter. That's where Samuel Shibwe is from. Okay, or I will assume that that's where Purukala is from too. Who knows? Maybe that's why, because Madam Lisa Fale is in Maryland, but she's member of the Minnesota chapter. So maybe Purukala is part of the Minnesota chapter. So let's see what their names will be here. All right, by them I mean Purukala and Samuel Shibwe. Let's see what are the name on the Minnesota chapter here. Casey Wiley, $100. Mabel Quickweed, $100. Pastor Paul Giglio, $100. Messi Kine, $100. Philly Roberts, $100. Charles Crozier, $100. Lisa Fowler, $100. Okay, Lisa Fowler is in Maryland, but she pay on Minnesota because she member of that chapter. Okay, Oteka Sowen, $100. Elizabeth Giglio, $100. Cesar Tuber, $100. Etta Wallet, $100. Laura Yanwale, $100. Chris Wiley, $100. Bernice Toll, $100. Bole Yanwale, $100. Thomas Roberts, $100. President Gico Giglio, $100. Mariah Giglio, $100. Regina Chebio, $100. Leah Moen, $100. Darius Moen Swing, $100. Kamala Ross, $100. Carlo Panto, $100. Robert Tuba, $100. Joanna Tuba, $100. Rosetta Talley, $100. Emma Tuba, $100. Boto City, $100. Richard Senen Henning, $100. Milton Shibwe, $100. Alice Shibwe, $100. Andrew Sua, $100. Betty Sua, $90. Margaret Sua, $100. Elena Tuba, $100. Mambo Ross, $100. Rebecca Nyanwule, $100. Elena Wolo, $100. Annan Nyanwule, $100. Sophia Kape, $100. Richard Carter, $100. John Batty, $100. Emmanuel Zarza, $100. Comfort Gatti, $100. Christopher K, $100. That's Madeleine Ross, $100. And we have here Deconti Dato, $100. Let me turn the page. The names that I called just now, Polo name is not measured yet. Samuel Shibwe name is not measured yet. Let's go to the next one. Let's exhaust Minnesota chapter. Alice Carlo, $100. It's not, it didn't say Polo Carlo, it said Alex Carlo, okay? Mark Davis, $100. Eric Ravels, $100. Rudolph Sabe, $100. Donna Deje, $100. Elena Welle, $100. Rose Talley, $100. Godwin Chenta, $100. James Yonte, $100. William Jawi, $100. Annan Blah, $100. Victoria Blah, $100. Nora Marie Warbe, $100. Nathaniel Warbe, $100. Alex Sacco, $100. Usual John, $100. Reverend Otello Panto, $100. Alfred Baudouin, $100. 40 William, $80. Boy Sion USAA, that's what they put there. George Sion USAA, that's something, that's what they put in that bracket. Augusta Rai, $100. Jade Rejat Sion, $100. Constance Dopo, $100. Nathaniel Gatti Jr., $100. Total here on the Minnesota chapter, $6,920. The names that I just called Polu Kala name is missing. Samuel Shibwe name is missing. The question is why? With Polu Kala, it makes sense why his name is not there. He did not go for the convention. So for Samuel Shibwe, he was at the convention. Why is Samuel Shibwe name missing? Okay, maybe it could be a mistake. Maybe they put a name on a different chapter. So that's why I'm reading everything. So we just exhausted Minnesota. Let's go on a North Dakota chapter. Maybe they post some shit in the no somebody maybe let's try that. All right. Right. Yeah, let me get finished, please. Then we can have that. Thank you.
But I really want it.
DJ Man. Décalé, 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 décalé. Dono Tiena. Aji, 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 aji. Décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Aji, décalé, décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Aji, décalé, everybody dancing, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody dressing, décalé. Aji, Versace, everybody talking, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody speaking, décalé. Aji, décalé, décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Aji, décalé, décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Aji, décalé, everybody dancing, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody dressing, décalé. Aji, décalé, Versace, everybody talking, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody speaking, décalé. Aji, décalé, Aji, décalé, everybody dancing, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody wearing, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody talking, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody speaking, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody looking, décalé. Aji, décalé, everybody liking, décalé. Everybody come on, do the décalé. Everybody come on, get on the floor. Everybody come on, do the décalé. Everybody come on, get on the floor. Everybody come on, do the décalé. Everybody come on, get on the floor.
This mute. Give me a second, please. No sound. Oh man. Give me a second, please. All right, I think the sound should be good now. No sound. Oh man. The sound should be good now, I think, because I'm hearing myself. Let me make sure again. Give me a second, please. All right, I think the sound should be good now. No sound. Oh man. All right, so the sound should be good now. Sorry for that. So let me just, maybe you didn't hear the last segment I was reading when I was doing that. So let me read enough for North Carolina if you don't hear that part, okay? We want to do justice to Samuel Shigbe. So they can say, oh, maybe the sound went off. All right. Rebecca Sengwe, $100. Palestine Tale, $100. Lucy Yanwule, $100. Sam Yanwule, $100. Anna Monkey, $100. Rosalind Kanye, $100. Anna Bojo, $100. Susanna Yanwule, $100. Kali Jebede, $100. Total here, $900. Joshua, what happened again?
It's made the volume go all the way down. Now I don't know how to make it up.
All right, hold on a second. Yeah, don't come here again. I don't want to come you on it. Yeah, you play with it.
Only if she doesn't come here.
Sorry, guys. Today's a busy day. All right, so now they go on to say, so put in with North Dakota again, Rebecca Chembe, Palestine Tally, $100, Rebecca Chembe, $100, Lucy's Yanwule, $100, Sam Yanwule, $100, Anna Morgie, $100, Rosalind Cayenne, $100, Anna Bojo, $100, Susanna Yanwule, $100, Kali Jebede, $100, $900. Go with a daddy, please.
Okay.
Please, thank you. All right, so Florida chapter, Samson Brown, $100, Wellis, Samson, $100, Mabel Billy Young, $100, Susanna Tijana, $100, $400. Okay, those are the chapters in the union. Okay, let me see what they got on this side, so we don't leave Samuel Shigbe out. All right, so they got on here outstanding. Maybe Samuel Shigbe will be, they will mistakenly put Samuel Shigbe here. We're coming there. All right, so let's try this and finish. So the last section is last portion here of the report. We are doing justice to Samuel Sheba, who is going after people. The last convention, he did not pay. And that's why I'm going after him. So Samuel Sheba got to pay first. All right. So we got here. We'll go over here. I mean, as a matter of fact, let me do something here. I'll go quick commercial here.
DJ Man. DJ Man. Décalé, 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 décalé. Iwanu, Iwanu, Zigiriba, 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 ba, ba, Zigiriba, 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 ba, ba, Zigiriba, 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 ba, ba, Zigiriba, 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 ba, ba. Allez, 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 allez. DJ Man, DJ Man. Décalé, 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 décalé. Décalé. Aquí, 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 aquí. Décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Allí, décalé, décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Allí, décalé, everybody dancing, décalé. Allí, décalé, everybody dressing, décalé. Allí, Versace, everybody talking, décalé. Allí, décalé, everybody speaking, décalé. Allí, décalé, décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Allí, décalé, décalé, nigga, décalé, oh. Allí, décalé, everybody dancing, décalé. Allí, décalé, everybody dressing, décalé. Allí, décalé, Versace, everybody talking, décalé. Allí, décalé, everybody speaking, décalé. Allí, décalé, allí, décalé, everybody dancing, décalé. Allí, décalé, everybody wearing, décalé. Allí, décalé, everybody talking, décalé. Allí, décalé, everybody speaking, décalé.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's my man Samuel Sheba. I just wanted to get a picture when I see Samuel Sheba so you can know exactly who I'm talking about. And this is the young man who declared himself as the chairman for the asset recovery committee of the Saryorpodeh Association. So he is on his show called The Last Talk Show, all right, where they go after people without evidence, okay? And so, Samuel Sheba, I'm reading the report from the last convention of the United Saryorpodeh Association, so we can even look at it. We're not going all the way back, you know. We are just looking at right now, the last convention, what did he contribute? So all the names from the various chapters, his name did not appear. His contributor, Polukala, name did not appear. But we understand again, Polukala did not go for the convention, so it is understood why his name is not there. But was Samuel Sheba, who was the journalist in the building, all right? Who was the journalist in the building? His name is missing. But then he is on the internet going after people, other people corrupt. All right? He's on the internet. Let me see. Yes, Samuel. Let me get a name for you. Let me do this quick. All right, so that's Samuel Sheba there. So the last portion of the report, maybe somebody made a mistake and put it on a outstanding pledge. You know, people that make pledge, maybe they made a mistake. We all can make mistake at any time. So Samuel Shebe, let's look on here. Maybe this will have Samuel Shebe name. So outstanding pledges. We got Representative Quinton Duncan, 6,000. All right, that 1,000 for Duncan, 5,000 for Sano Corgus. All right, that's according to the report at the time when they put it out. That's Bole Weir 4,000, 2,000 for project, 2,000 for 2 conventions. Okay, and then the guy here, Mr. Gidio M. Ross and Ivan, $500. They got Orogle, $300. Emilia, $500. Vema Smith, $500. Rebecca Colo, $500. Elena, that's Florida, $500. Maya Modibu, $500. College Willie, $1,000. Delaware Valley chapter, $2,000. Okay, North Dakota chapter, $300. Okay, so Athens. So they get the Athens, and maybe Samuel Shigbe's name will be on Athens. Who knows? I want to do justice to Samuel Shigbe. Diana William, 2 bags of rice. That's not Samuel Shigbe. Mary Dato, 4 bags of rice. That is not Samuel Shigbe. Mabel City, 1 cow. That's not Samuel Shigbe. Francis Clark Myers, 1 cow. Mabel William, 1 cow. Sam Young, now 5 cows. Okay, one cow per convention for the next 5 conventions. Okay, so on here the total on this section is 16,600. All right, for cash, 16,600 are outstanding. Okay, and then the guy here, cows, 24 cows. They say 8 cows. Sorry, 8 cows and 24 bags of rice. Okay, so that's the last report we got from the USAA financial team. Let me read a conclusion. Maybe you made a mistake and post some issue name here. Who knows? It could be a mistake. So it's a conclusion. The United Salvador Association Financial Performance in 2019 could be characterized as a good, especially the event of the National Convention held Fargo, okay, North Dakota. We continue to believe that with our different backgrounds, skills, along with our individual commitment, we can achieve more for the USA. This report includes attachments containing the bank statements of the USA, 2 bank accounts from Wells Fargo Financial Institution for a review and reconciliation of the statement of activities stated within the report. Also, moving forward from here on, all financial reports will be reported at the end of all quarters. Okay, they're making a commitment to us. Recommendations to strengthen the operations of the United Salvador Association in Americas. We would like to most respectfully submit the following recommendations for your highest consideration. 1, they say bullet point that all chapters make quarterly financial report to the National Executive for accurate reporting purposes. All right. So this is the report that I just read. Samuel Shigbe's name is not mentioned. It's the most recent report from the financial team. I'm talking about Samuel Shigbe. You see the gentleman over there? So Samuel Shigbe is the chairman for the asset recovery team of the United Salvador Association, self-declared or self-made, if you want. And so he has been going after Mr. Usaa, and he has generated Mr. Usaa, and he said the $3,500 for the Navajo People Project. The person that has it right now is Honorable Deacon Carlo. And so he came to also report to us. Instead of asking Mr. Carlo, because he's the asset recovery chairman, his job is to retrieve all the assets for the United Salvador Association. But instead of retrieving our asset, he came on his platform to cry. If you like to report to us, to confess that Mr. Sabwe did nothing wrong. But he did not apologize. I reminded them to apologize, but no, they can't do that. Samuel Shigbe is not man enough to apologize when he's wrong. President Dave Cooley is not man enough when he's wrong to apologize. Paul Lucala is not man enough to apologize when he's wrong. And so after Samuel Shigbe done with his report, guess what? The man who Samuel Shigbe said he doesn't have the money, they start attacking him again. So how ridiculous these guys are, very ridiculous guys. They reported to us that Samuel Shigbe said that Polu uncle got the money. Instead of going after Polu uncle, Mr. Carlo, who is on the screen, instead of going after him, they were going after the man, Mr. Usaa Sabo, who they say he's innocent. They're attacking him. So you see, the whole thing is not about money. This guy, they have personal issue against Mr. Usaa Sabo. And that's what's going on. That's the best conclusion we can draw. You cannot declare somebody innocent and you are still attacking the person. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And so at this time, we want to call on Samuel Shebe to pay, saying he recovering an asset, to recover our $100 for the North Dakota Convention. Please, we need our $100. After you shall have paid your money, then you can go after other people. You can go after Mr. Carlo, who you told us that has who you just told us that he has our money. But pay our $100 for. We want to get a report from now to the end of the week. At least we want to get a financial. We want to get the information out there. If Mr. Carlo, Evangelist James Carlo is under my sound of my voice, let Mr. Carlo pay our $100. You can volunteer. Is this Samuel? It's established that Samuel Shebe did not pay. I just read the report from the financial team. All right, I just read the report from the financial team, and Samuel Shebe's name is absent. And so at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a day. We have exposed the liars. So Saturday, you go on there to listen to lies. You're just wasting. I mean, I go there. If I'm less busy, I just go entertain. At least give some sense. Like when the guy announced the report and he said, "Oh, Mr. Usaa Sabo is innocent," and I said, "God, but just apologize to the man." The guys don't have the face to do that. They're attacking the man still. On what basis are you attacking the man when the man who has the show said the man is innocent and you are still attacking him? So let me see your comments here. I'll call your names. If I have any comment, I'll read it. Then we'll call you a day. So I see Draper Clark. How you doing? Thanks for following. Carly Fale said yes, good for now. Okay. We didn't hear North Dakota. I think I read it over and over. So I read North Dakota. Maybe you were not here when I read that. Slabby Do against us. Thanks for following. So Diana, thanks for following. Mr. San Panto, thanks for following. That's who was in California. Say no sound. That's Saryorpodeh. Okay, I think we'll straighten the sound issue. Polu say, what the hell you mentioned my name when you know fully well that I didn't attend the convention due to family matters. You see, they will get all the alibis in the world just so they can contribute. The same Polu man, he said family issue. Now why you didn't go there for? But then you're on Facebook and attacking people. He can go. He just admitted to all that. I didn't go to the convention. Polu, that was a rhetorical question I was asking. I know that you didn't go there, but I just did that. So I mean, it's a rhetorical point I'm making. Okay, I know that you didn't go. I was there, so I know those that went there. Okay, so that shouldn't be an issue. But when you say the family matter, they just make a thing. They are a bunch of liars. You see, it's a last talk show. It's not true. So the man will lie. You will just conjure us stuff so that we can leave. We can free off the hook. Okay, 2018 convention to in Philadelphia, you have family issue. 2016 in Florida, you have family issues. 2017 North Carolina, you also have family issue. You didn't go to anything. So Polu, all the year Polu has some family issue, and you have family issue. That's why you didn't go. That's a lame excuse. That's a lame excuse. Then Califale said, cool, but isn't opening calls and they're trying to indict you? This is why I'm asking. Anyway, this is a national issue. This is a personal issue. I don't understand that. So, Polu say, be real and honest. Tell the audience about my membership in the union. What a fun do like you, man. You see, the man said, even Delaware, when you were in Philadelphia, right? I am still the secretary. We established. Polu did not come to one meeting when you were in Philadelphia. I'm saying Philadelphia. Polu did not attend one meeting. He was put on one of those committees, I think membership committee. He did not come to one meeting. He did not do anything. But he on the internet just making noise. I got all the communication out there. I published all the committees. All you have to do right now is just go to YouTube, or not YouTube, or Facebook, and put USA Delaware Valley Chapter, and put members, committee members. Polu name right there in one of those committees. He didn't attend anything. He just sat home. He sits home and on Saturday he gets on Samuel Shebwe show and just make big mouth and just attack good people that are making contribution. All right, that's what they do. Let me see what you say, Khaled. Post the question to Doc. He is the right man for now because he is the one who deliberating on the issue and host of the show. All right, yeah, Khaled, just put the question to me. Polo, please, can you answer my question? If Honorable Carlo told us that he have the 3,500 USD, and he even says anytime the union needs their money, he willing to pay. No, Polo, you got to answer the question because you were on Samuel Shebwe show, and you guys were you are saying, oh yeah, Samuel Shebwe is a hero. The man is going after our assets. So you are to answer the question. It's not me. You are the co-host to the man who made the declaration. And Mr. Carlo is your uncle, so you now have to answer the question. It's not me. The question does not belong to me. I didn't make any allegation. I didn't come later and then refute my own allegation. No, you, Samuel Shebwe, and Dave Kulu were the one that made allegations. And now the man who is hosting the show came and said, oh, you guys were lying. And so now you got to explain to us. You verify what the man said. You were on there and you said, oh, Samuel Shebwe is a hero for telling us that Mr. Deacon Carlo has our money. And they calling the man a hero. I'm like, what? You serious? The man is that your uncle and you call him a hero? Yes. So Polo uncle now has our money. And Polo said that. I'm one of the contributors to the union. What have you contributed, sir? Tell us. I just named several convention. He did not participate. Even Delaware Valley chapter, when you were in Philadelphia, he did not come to one meeting. So where did you contribute something, brother? I want to know. Just tell me where. I'm the secretary. I take record of things that are going on. I work with the financial team. Your name is not on one report. I got all the documents. What are you going to tell me here? Okay, that I'm one of the contributors to the union. You know that. Stop the misinformation about me. You and I were in Florida 2016 convention. I didn't attend the 2017 convention. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll take it back. That's true. You were in Florida. That's one. But you didn't go to North Carolina. You didn't come to Philadelphia. You didn't go to North Dakota. Okay? So the man, Polo can go to convention maybe after 3 years before you can attend convention. All right? So you and I were in Florida 2016 convention. I didn't attend the 2017 convention in North Carolina because I was in Liberia. North Dakota last year convention due to the dismissal of my father. What? You're dismissed of your father? You mean the demise of your father? All right. By the way, then did you start attending the union convention? Just 2 conventions out of 15? Check my record. I attended more than 10 conventions of do started mendacity. That's total lie now. All right, so those are the comments I'm seeing. President Dave Cooley, thanks for following. Let me look at the screen here. Maybe I will see some comment, more of them here. Polo say he one of the contributors. He just sits home. He's saying Tennessee or wherever he is, and he just make allegations. That's what he does. Here, that Carlos Shebwe is no more city. City is there. And the city family do not want Carla carrying city name anymore. She is married to someone else. Well, sorry, I didn't manufacture that. It was what it was written on the communication I was reading, so I was just reading it as it was written. Okay, yeah, but thanks for that correction. Let me see what Polu said here. Polu said, "See how you always play the child play and lies." And he lied all the time. First of all, you lied that Honorable Zaza was the one who did the negotiation for the Judotown Bridge to be connected. Complete lies and misleading. You see, how somebody will be a district, the representative for a district, and you say a bridge for bill, but he knows nothing about it. Yes, hold on. What happened? I will be with you in a second, guys. Let me get this straightened out. We'll be right with you in a second. Let me get up music for you while I do this. Let me play this one.
Hey man, now you again? This time I'm not opening no door for you. Every day you walking, you talking, you walking. Sometimes I wonder if you got, if you got job. Do you want one? You want a job? I will give you one, okay? Because your own, you want your mouth every day. So. Every time she tried to love me, put it come on again. Every time she tried to love me, Usaa, but it come on stepping in. Put it not your day, yo. Usaa, but it mind your business. Every time I do it so fine. Some people tryna break my home down. Every time I do it so good. Everybody in my business. Put it mind your business. Why don't you fix your own problem? Usaa, put it mind your business. Why you are in a relationship? Put it check it out now. Usaa, but it look at yourself. All you wanna do is talk. Yup. All you wanna do is talk. Yup. Pull it not your day, yo. Usaa, but it mind your business. Pull it look at yourself. Usaa, but it look at yourself.
All right, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I just came back. I just got back. Got to take care of the little ones. All right, so Usaa, see how you always play the child play and lies all the time. First of all, you lies. The message you lies that Honorable Zaza was the one who did the negotiations for the Judo Town Bridge to be connected. Complete lies and misleading. You see that what they do on the Shibwe show, they will just make allegation, no evidence, no counter argument. They will just call you a bunch of names. Oh, you're a liar, you this one. The other one that wrote, that's what they do. No, they don't support whatever they say. Whatever I just say over there, you need to say, no, these are the people that negotiated. And here is the evidence. That's how you make your case. But you just go and call names and call people liars. That's what they do. They just attack you with no evidence. And now Samuel Shibwe came by and said they were wrong. All right. And then Polu Kalo said, Doc, those guys need to give us the real information about the money concerning Honorable Kalo. Yeah. So you want to tell that Samuel Shibwe, unless you're saying Samuel Shibwe lied to us, then that's a different thing. Those guys need to give us the real info. You're meant to say real info about the money concerning Honorable Kalo. Samuel Shibwe quoted Mr. Kalo, and he said they gotta get real. So in other words, he's saying the man is saying his host, the host for his show, the man is lying. In other words, that's why he's saying Polu Kalo, who is the co-host On Samuel Shegbe show now, he's telling what we got. Those guys got to give us real information. Who is giving fake information in a case? Is that Usaa Sabwe? Usaa Sabwe gave you names, and the man who when you on the show said he spoke with Mr. Carlo, and Mr. Carlo said yes, he has the money. And you said they're gonna give you real information, so you are questioning the integrity of Samuel Shegbe now. That's what you are doing. Paul Ukala is fully all right. So let me see the next one. Please open your line. Let engage the issues constructively. Stop play child all the time on the show. I don't know what you call. If you want to talk, no problem. I can send you the link. You want? I can send you a number right now. Let me put the number right here. You want to call so we can put you on? I have no issue with that. Let me send you the number quick here. If you want to talk, let me put you here. If you want to come live too, just let me know. I will send you the link. As a matter of fact, I will send them link in your Bible. Let me put the number here. I'll put a number over there for you, so you can call. All right, that's the number there, Polo. You can call that number. I'll bring you on. I'm monitoring my phone right now.
Bluetooth ready.
So you say, oh, the man doesn't want to talk to us and make allegations. So I open the line for you now. That's the number right there. Call that number and I'll bring you on. All right, that's the number there, Polo. You can call that number. I'll bring you on. That's the policy. That is just a practical liar. I mean, he just call people. He just don't call a name here. He don't make no argument. He call and say practical liar, and Dave could say, invite me on your show and we can talk about distance. You want to call me out? Can we do that tomorrow so that we can square this out? Say I gave you the opportunity for you. You were not impressive. No, I can make time, but not tomorrow. I have to. I'll be occupied tomorrow. But we can make an arrangement to bring you on again. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Start giving a monologue. You prefer refer to us as show. You refer to us. Or you say stop. Having a monologue you refer to as show and open the line to your listener to engage you constructively. Who are you lecturing? I mean, I'm lecturing you guys, because you hire a show for the whole day the other time on Saturday, and the man said that you just been petty. The board leader spoke well yesterday, my friend. When will you learn to be constructive? What am I doing here that is destructive? If I call Samuel Shegbe out or I call you out for lying on Mr. Like you say, Usaa Sabwe, and then later on you found out that what you were saying was in truth, and I ask you to apologize to him, is that destructive? You that told us that you guys should carry on smear campaigns. It's not destructive, but you are saying, I mean, I should be. What am I doing that is destructive when I'm pointing out your flaws? All I'm doing here is pointing out your flaws. That's what I'm doing. And the man said I should be constructive. I mean, I'll be constructive. I'm not destructive. You guys are the destructive ones. When you attack people, you have no evidence. That's what we call destructive propaganda. That's what you're running against Mr. Usaa Sabwe. So now you have to attack Mr. Deacon Carlo, who Samuel Shegbe told us that he has our 3,500. You go after him now because you know you got the evidence. You believe Samuel Shegbe. So now use Samuel Shegbe voice and attack Deacon Carlo too, like the way you were attacking Mr. Sabwe. That's what you got to do now. Samuel Shegbe himself told us already. And you want, I don't know what else you want. You got the evidence, your man. You trust Samuel Shegbe, and that's why you on his show every Saturday. And so the man is telling you that the man that has your money, and you guys go after the man. I want next Saturday you attack Mr. Deacon Carlo. He has to be attacked. The way you attack, you guys attack Usaa Sabwe. You got to attack Deacon Carlo too. I'm not going to attack him for me, but every time I start my show, I will request our money because he said anytime we wanted money, as a matter of fact, I will read the communication. I can do that for sure. He say he wants a formal communication. We'll send a formal communication to him. But then Samuel Sheba said no. He said the national administration. But I'm part of the union, so all he wants is communication. So let's just I know Green will not send communication to Mr. Carlo to retrieve the money. And Samuel Sheba said he's the chairman for the asset recovery team of the United Support Association in Americas. And he identified a man who has our money. The first man who has our money is Samuel Sheba himself. Samuel Sheba refused to retrieve the money for himself. Samuel Sheba refused to talk to Mr. Honorable Carlo to give our $3,500. So then, what position is Samuel Carlo serving in here? What job is he doing? Or he just bearing the title just to be lying on other people? Guys, in the days of Saryorpodeh, you get the truth. All right? Samuel, the man, Dave could say, I just been petty. I don't know what I've been petty about here. Dave Kuri is saying, if he is condemning an action on behalf of the chapter, it shouldn't be, the communication should not be planned with a team. He should just come on our post. John President Gidio, John President Francis Kamaya to condemn James Yonte. He shouldn't consult with a team for he don't act in the James Yonte, not James Yonte, but Melvin Dewey. Melvin Dewey will come public and speak to issue. And he said, I don't have the right. I can't talk to the president. I don't have to talk to them. I can come because after all, I'm a vice president. I can just come public and say anything. And that's the same thing Dave Kuri is telling us now. He's saying, because he's the president, anytime you come public without consulting your team, you just put any frivolous statement out there, whether the spelling correct or not. But when I identify those flaws, then you say, I'm petty. Is that what you call petty? No. And guess what? You know, the smaller things, right? The smaller thing can reveal the bigger one. So, you know, when the people are doing investigation, for example, criminal investigation, so now a little hair, they can use that hair to get to that criminal. So small things, the petty things, we can't overlook them, you can't ignore them. Big things, fingerprints, that how you can catch criminal. So the small thing can lead you to the big one. All right? So you cannot say, oh, because it's petty. Okay. Next time, when you're write it stuff properly. You can say, condemn it in the stronger tense. T-E-N-S, you know. T-E-R-M-S, terms, okay? You can say T, and you say, when I call it, and you say petty. Because so that it's a process. So in the future, you'll send a big letter, and all those misspellings will be over the place. And you got your secretary, you don't confide in him. You got all your team members, you guys don't exchange correspondence. Major statement like that, if you put it out, it has to be crafted by your secretary. And you sign it and put it out. But you can't say I condemn, and then put your flaws out and you say the person being petty. You've been petty. If you don't talk to your team and you come out, that's petty. Yeah, that is petty. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I got some comments here. Okay, I read a prior comment. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much for joining me. We will do it again tomorrow. I don't have the time, but next week, before we got one more show this week, and we'll be here. We'll be back here to ask the honorable man that Samuel Sheba told he has our money, Mr. Carlo, Mr. Deacon Carlo. Samuel Sheba said Mr. Carlo is the one that has our money now, and so we got to go after him to retrieve our money. Yes, we are not going to allow him to disclose the person, and then we'll leave it as is. And we are asking Samuel Sheba to pay our $100 from the prior convention that he did not pay. He went in the hall and you were taking pictures all over the place and you're doing videotapes. I appreciate the job you are doing though, but the fact that you went there illegally, that's corruption, Samuel Sheba. That is pure corruption. And we cannot allow that corruption to go scot-free. Not SCOW, not S-K-Y, all right? Scot, S-C-O-T. Then you put a dash, you put free. It's scot-free. You can't go scot-free. I will go after you, Samuel Sheba, and you pay our $100. Once you pay the $100, I get evidence. Then when you're talking now, maybe I will listen to you a little bit. But until then, whatever I hear from you, just know it. You will be blabbering. Now you're not answering the number you posted. Let's see. Oh, he said, I mean, I saw it didn't come as it didn't show your name, Chief. That's why your name did not show. Let me try again. I'll send it. Yeah, it's Kim turn on the pool. They call fake number or fake people be calling me. So let me put that number out saying sorry, my fault. I didn't know you were the one calling. I'll put that number out there again. Get call back. All right, so let me recognize Honorable Juku Yimpan. That's in Nathaniel Sabe is following. Kali Fale, what's up? I want to go live. Can you bring me on? All right, so no, definitely. So let me get you the link. I don't know what you have to download the app though. You have to get the app for the Be Live stuff. Yeah, so it might not come on relatively easily. Yeah, but you can call the number. I will talk to you. Mr. Kuri, I'm calling. You can call by. Sorry, I didn't know you would. Any call I see right now, I'll pick up. Yeah, sorry. I was been seeing the same thing. They will scam. They will say scam likely. Mr. Cooley, I just the number is there. No shame on me, business, my man. I put the number out there so you can come back on. I mean, I gave you 3 hours on the show. Why is it that I'm afraid of? I gave you 3 hours. Yeah, I press you against the wall, and you are saying, my man, when you're giving up now, you are crying out to leave. Now you see. I did it deliberately so that everything you have in your stomach so you can pull it out. I press you. Oh, when you were leaving now, I tire. All the questions. Then my man call about the number right there. Just call me and let's chat a little. Let me hear what you got to say. If you call, imagine, I asked President Kuli. Samuel Sheber came and refused. Samuel Sheber refused to apologize to Mr. Sabwe. Paul Lukara refused. So I said maybe Dave Kuli will do the right thing. Dave Kuli wanted to say, Samuel Sheber, it's a great job. You did a great job. You get a great job. All right, let me try you, Khalifa. Let me see what I can do. I can do you a favor quick. Let me see what I can get to the app here and send you the link. So while we are doing that, let's look into Black Dama.
Hey man, now you again? This time I'm not opening no door for you. Every day you walking, you talking, you walking. Sometimes I wonder if you got job. Do you want one? You want a job? I will give you one, okay? Because you want your mouth every day. So. Every time she tried to love me, put it come on again. Every time she tried to love me, Usaa but it come on stepping in. Put it start your day, yo. Usaa but it mind your business.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voicemail.
Some people tryna break my home down. Every time I do it,
your
so
call has been.
Everybody in my business. Put it mind your business. Why don't you fix your own problem? Usaa, put it mind your business. Why you are in a relationship? Put it check it out now. Usaa, but it look at yourself. All you wanna do is talk. Yup. All you wanna do is talk. Yup. Pull it not your day, yo. Usaa, but it mind your business. Put it look at yourself.
Hmm. All right, guys. Dave Cooley, sorry, I don't know when you say you called me. I didn't receive a call, but I just sent a link to your inbox, and maybe you can give you a shout, Mr. Califali. I just also sent the link to you. We'll stick around a little bit. It gives some little musical interlude. I'll bring some of your shit back down. I'm done waiting for the night. All right, and I'll just stick around a little bit for. Let's do a little musical interpayment.
I want you to bring it down, 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 down. The girl that love me, said to call me Mr. all the time. I'm Quincy B, and I want you to push it, push it. Come on, they call it coupe. Yeah, say push it. I'm giving you push it, go down low, yeah. Push it, shake your waist, shake your waist. I'm giving a bit of a day, call it coupe. Give me the best, I want you to meet me today. She making me stupid. One of the cassava. See, I saw the level talk cassava. I come into the end of my cover. Because you making my whole head cassava. Cassava, yeah. Head in my head, you turning my aba. I say head in my head. My aba, head in my head, she turning my aba. The way she whining and grinding on me. Head in my head, she turning my aba. I say head in my head, she turning my aba. Head in my head, she turning my aba. The way she whining and grinding on me. Bring it down, 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 down. The girl that love me, said to call me Mr. all the time. I'm Quincy B, and I want you to push it, push it. Come on, they call it coupe. Yeah, say push it. I'm giving you push it. Push it. I'm giving a bit of a day, call it coupe. Say, I want you to meet me today. She making me stupid. Head in my head, they turning my aba. I say head in my head, she turning my aba. Head in my head, she turning my aba. The way she whining and grinding on me. Head in my head, she turning my aba. I say head in my head. The way she whining and grinding on me. Push it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, have a pleasant night. This is the Voice of Sano in the Diaspora with Dr. Saryorpodeh Esoteric, and we shall talk to you again. Enjoy the rest of the night.